going live and monetizing your expertise. So come on in. This is my Go Live and Monetize. Thank you so much for joining. We're going to get to chatting and talking. And then I am going to get ready to get on the other channel and make sure I am answering questions and connecting with all of you. So thank you so much for being here. We're going to get to talking and chatting in just a moment. Appreciate you all joining the live. Get the monitor plugged in. Okay, cool. Thank you so much for being here. This is, again, my Go Live and Monetize your expertise. We're going to talk a little bit about some things that's going on in the TikTok universe for all my friends who are joining. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know if you have any questions. And I'm going to get us up and running shortly. Thank you all for joining the live. This is, again, my Monetize Your Expertise. If you are new to my live, go ahead and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Always make sure you're subscribing. Appreciate you all joining. And we're going to get to moving just a few minutes. I'm going to go over here to the TikTok universe as well to make sure I'm answering questions. So I appreciate you all joining the live. Okay. And thank you all for coming on in. Thank you for coming in. We're going to get to talking and chatting. And connecting. So I appreciate you all coming in. Volume down and thank you all for being here. It is Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to talk all things going live and monetizing your expertise. Let me know if you have any questions, friends. I appreciate you all joining this morning. Go ahead and click like. If you are new to my live, go ahead and click like. Also comment, say hello, say how are you doing. Appreciate being here. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and click subscribe as well. I'm going to talk about all things monetizing your expertise. If you are not 18 years of older, make sure you find a different channel because we're talking about monetization. So I don't want you to not have the ability to engage fully. So definitely like the live, comment, and subscribe. All my friends who are here who got to be subscribers, go ahead and subscribe as well. And then my moderator, the Jester, how are you, friend? Thank you for joining. My moderator is Yes Michelle Crochet. She may come in if she's available, but feel free to connect with her as well. She is my YouTube person. She can give you tips and strategies to build your channel. And then if you want to go to my short or long form video or Yes Michelle Crochets, we also, if you like, comment, we get those notifications. We will go to your channel as well and like, comment, and subscribe to your channel. So that's what we're doing. We are growing, friends, small channels uniting and growing. So let me know if you have any questions. In the meantime, I'm happy to answer questions, and I want to make sure I am supporting you all in your journey. And feel free, like I said, to comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't done so. All right, thank you so much, friends. We are going on to the other side. You know, I go over, hello, friend. This is my Go Live and Monetize Your Expertise. I'm Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income. We're going to talk all things going live and building your community. So thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all who are joining the live. We're going to get started in just a second. Let me cut some lighting on, get a little bit brighter up in here so we get some good lights going on. Thank you all who are coming in. D-Ray, how are you doing, friend? Appreciate you joining the live. You guys, thank you so much for coming in. We are going to talk all things monetization. And then I'm going to talk today because I did sit on a webinar yesterday. Took some notes, took some really good notes. I sat in on a webinar yesterday for the Community Fest. So that's why the crown is here. The stream doesn't deserve it. Appreciate this. Oh, thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you for coming in, supporting the live. We're going to get to chatting in a second. Sound comes in pretty well. Let me know if for whatever reason, if the sound quality changes, let me know. Thank you for being here because I just added my microphone so you can hear a little bit more. So I appreciate you all being here. I took the cord out, so hopefully that helps the sound as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate the popular votes, friend, coming in. I see you, DeRay. Hello, Q. How are you, friend? I appreciate you joining as well. How is everything going? Thank you so much. All are here. I appreciate you coming in. Thank you so much. I like the Community Fest. Do you like the Community Fest crowd? That's it. Appreciate you. Come on in, friends. So yeah, I'm doing the Community Fest crown because I actually sat in on the webinar yesterday for the Community Fest. So I figure I will come in and share some updates about it as well. Good morning. I hope you're bringing the knowledge from your. Oh, look at you. Island girl, you were there. Thank you so much. You're like, okay, Dr. Lisa, I came just to get the update. And so I have a few things. Now, I will tell you guys, I will tell you, this is not something I have done before. So I'm kind of learning as I go. So I'm going to say that up front. You said I like the webinars. Yes, yes. Awesome. Thank you so much, Island Girl. Um, and so I'm going to say, first and foremost, I am one of those people who have to learn as you go. So I will say this: the TikTok webinar, that you need a webinar to be able to understand all the different facets of this particular competition, challenge, whatever you want to call it. So it is a thing. Okay, first and foremost. Thank you all for liking and sharing the live. It is a whole thing. So don't think you're just going to wake up and be like, okay, I got this. No, it is levels, levels and layers to this thing. So I'm going to tell you from my understanding of what I learned yesterday sitting in on it. Good morning. How you doing, friend? Thank you so much. You said I am me, Alani. Is that it? Did I say that correctly? How you doing, Tree? Thank you so much for coming back, friend. I see you. Charlene, thank you so much for joining all who are here. So you guys, yes, I do have the crown on. I have the crown on because one thing, I'm going to recap a couple times about Community Fest. I want to do my hand heart so bad. I'm so used to my hand heart. I don't have the hand heart no more because I have this crown on, but that's okay. Um, what I realize is that I'm taking my charger cord out. Good morning, friend. How you doing, Shelly? Thank you so much, Miss Adele. You all coming in. Appreciate you all coming in. Poker join. Thank you so much for being here, friend. I see everybody coming into the live. Thank you so much for joining. Okay, so there's levels here. So there's a couple different levels. Um, One is we're currently in the warm up phase. So I'm going to talk about this a couple times for you all, and I'll recap some of the things I've learned sitting in on the webinar. So there's a warm up phase that we're in now. Okay. So the warm up phase lasts essentially until the 20th. So to tomorrow, essentially. So we're on the 19th. Let's see what date it was. So we're in the warm up phase. What I did not realize, so this is something where all of us can participate. You can participate daily with doing the post that you can do 2 posts a day essentially, and you can go live daily. I thought it was like one and done, you all. I thought it was like, oh, okay, once you get your 200 points, you're done. No, those are points that you can do every single day when it comes to posting about this and using the hashtag CommunityFest2025, as well as going live and clicking that go live option and wearing the crown, wearing this filter. I'm sorry, effect. Thank you so much, Laura Lynn. So that's probably the biggest aha moment I had. Beyond that, everything else was like a foreign language, y'all. I'm just gonna be honest with you. There's a couple things I picked up on. I realized there's some team initiatives and then there's some individual ones. What are you supposed to say on the video with the invite? Actually, you don't have to talk at all because what happens? Well, let me take that back. You can talk. Let me take that back. You can talk. However, you have the effect that pops up and the screen that pops up, and the music will set for you. So you know when you do a video, you click you're sitting there and the music all automatically chimes in. So you can set a 15-minute video and I'm sorry, minute, 15-second video. And you can just say, hey, join me live for Community Fest. I'll be there at 10 a.m., 4 p.m. Come join me for the Community Fest. And the effect is just happening the whole time. Now, because you have music playing, you should be able to hear your voice. So you should be able to hear it. But I did in my stories. That was kind of my question yesterday at the webinar. I asked, I said, is it okay to do your stories? The answer was no. So just so that you know, you cannot do it in your stories. It's actually a post that you're doing within your regular posting process. So I need to do one. I was supposed to do it before I came on live today, and I totally slipped my mind. I should have done it before. So when I clicked, I was like, oh, let me make sure I click the go live. Um, Click the go live option through Community Fest. Okay. And so to get to Community Fest, they have like a good 6 or 7 different options. I went to the live home screen and just scrolled down and clicked it there. But you also can get it through monetization. So if you go to your monetization area on TikTok Studio, they have it sitting right there for you as well. So they have it a couple different, I think it was about 6 different locations that they have it located. So I will say this. So after this live, I'm going to try to do 2 of them. The Community Fest post, and then obviously, doing the live again when I come later this afternoon. I think you get one a day, so I'm gonna do it again just to see what happens. But I think you get it one a day. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you joining the live. Thank you so much. So yeah, so it's a thing, you all. I'm just gonna say that. Now, another takeaway that was really great to say and know, and I think there's going to be more information that's going to roll out about this. Essentially, this is one of those particular. Thank you so much. This is one of those particular competitions where viewers can get rewards as well. Okay, so let me repeat that. As this progresses, and if your live host is moving up in the rankings, viewers, in terms of your likes and your votes and all the engagement you do in the live to get your live host ranked, you can also, there's a way for you also to get rewards, so you can win money essentially because of your viewership and the points that you're collecting. So I want to say that because that was kind of one of those aha moments, and they don't talk about that enough. So you really want to pay attention to how you are engaging as viewers. So that was kind of one of the bigger takeaways that I had for it. Because what happens is that this becomes, how you doing, Mrs. Wealth? How you doing, Bountiful? Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you coming into the live, friends. Thank you so much for following as well. And so just recognizing that this becomes, bless to you all. Thank you so much. Um, this becomes one of those competitions, community, essentially, where the fan club is actually part of how the room is going to activate, and that's part of the team qualifications that they're doing. And then you have the individual ones. And so there's this process where, as a team, we're collecting votes, and we're as a live host, you're collecting votes, and you're able to send that out to the team, and then the team can send the daily heart me as well as the popular votes. Those two are the ones that matter. There was some discrepancy about a daily heart me fest sticker, and I think in some of the early communication that was supposedly another type of award or a gift that can be sent out. That's not true for this. So they tried to make sure that they were clarifying that a little bit more. I guess some early communication had it part of this particular community fest. Maybe that was last year's thing, and this year it's not included. It's not a thing. So it's really only the daily heart me and the popular vote that are going to count towards the actual community fest. Okay, so I wanted to make sure I shared that too, because I think someone came in my room and asked that question, like, where can you find it? And from my understanding, that was something that was a mis I guess a mistake in terms of where it was communicated. It's not a thing. So yeah, so it's going to be a lot, and honestly, I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. It seems like there's a part of this process where people are sending votes. So you have to kind of go back to the community fest screen when we get to the next phase of this. Wait, so encourage roses and daily, not roses. It's the popular vote and daily heart me. Popular vote and daily heart me are the two things that are going to be pushed out in the qualifying phase. Yep. Those are the main two gifts. Popular vote and daily heart me. Thank you. You're welcome. Those are the two that you're really, really promoting. And then there's some vote gifts. In the vote, there's some other gifts that are in there. So you'll see there's going to be some things that are specific to Community Fest that are also part of the gifts that you're going to be pushing out. But right now in that earlier phase, so the warm up is not as it's just based on you getting those initial points as a live host. Then when it comes to, I guess, the 21st, I have to go back and look at the exact date stamps, but I want to say the 21st on, that's when qualifying phase happens. Then there is, I want to say, qualifier, regional, and global. I think those are the three categories. And then within those, there's some team qualifiers and some individual vote process. Like I said, I'm learning. It's a whole thing. I'm going to tell you that right now. This is not light work. This is something where if you are TikTok and these competitions, I've kind of gone under the radar when it came to how they operate, because I'm one of those people where even with this situation where I didn't know I was supposed to use the filter and I was clicking to go live, I get frustrated really quickly. I was like, okay, I must be doing something wrong. Well, then somebody came in my room and said, Dr. Lisa, you're supposed to use this particular filter when you go live. And so that was helpful because it wasn't in a rule book. I don't know where that was at. So I will just say, just kind of know that there's going to be multiple things that you're going to have to kind of learn as you go. And we'll be talking about it. And I'm going to try to stay dialed in so I can at least know how this operates, definitely for future. Because this seems to be one of the signature campaigns that they're doing. So the Community Fest is a signature one, and Live Fest. Those are like the two big ones that they do. And my understanding is the way they talked about it, even if you don't qualify to move forward, you should still participate because you can still get rewards just by being, even though you're not in the actual global or in the running for the global initiative that they do, the global finals, I guess, you still are able to be eligible for some different rewards and stuff that happens throughout this period. So I'll just put that out there. I'll reiterate that, you guys, so everybody hears what I said. So we're supposed to use the that filter every time we go live. Well, I'm gonna say maybe. However, I didn't hear her say that. I didn't hear her say that. I'm gonna say maybe. I believe this is the warm up phase. The warm up phase ends tomorrow. So, to your point, after the warm up phase, do you continue to use this as you go live? I don't know the answer to that. I'm going to say it's probably not a bad idea. I'm going to also say when you go back to the Community Fest home screen, I'm assuming it's going to change to the next phase, which is the qualifying phase. So there may be something else you're supposed to use. But I didn't hear her say that you're supposed to use this the whole time. I was wondering. I noticed others using it, so I wonder. Yeah, so we're in the warm up phase. So I do know it is part of the go live um, feature for the warm up phase. So yes. So when you click the go live, it actually automatically came on because I had wore it yesterday. I had it on yesterday. So and what I shared earlier, Bountiful, is that I had the assumption. You said it's a cute filter. It is a cute filter. I had the assumption yesterday that it was just, oh, warm up phase. You just go through, go live that one time, you post two videos, and then you do the other things that are there to get you 200 points. No, it's daily. So you can be racking up points. I think it's like 60 additional points a day. So if this opened up on the 15th and it goes to the 30th, you could have had an additional 60 points a day if you were
going live, kind of like the way I've been going live, and if I would have been posting every day about Community Fest, you could have got points for that. I just thought it was just a one and done. So I just want to say that out loud because I think today is technically the last day, or maybe tomorrow will still run um, the whole 24 hours. But yeah, so it is points that you can get each day. So yeah, I did the live yesterday. I got those points. I'm doing the live today. I'm getting these points. I haven't posted officially yet, so I got to get my posting points. So there's some things I missed out on points. I left some points on the table. Those points apparently are accumulating to determine if you go to a qualifying phase. And the phases are based on essentially your league. So you're grouped based on people who are similar to you. It's similar to you in league and diamond collection. So leagues are the diamonds that you collected. So that's how they're trying to put you in the same category as those people. There's a nuance to that. I can't remember exactly all the details behind when she was trying to say how people were paired up. But essentially you're paired in your league. I think that's the way I took it. I remember someone asking a question like, what's a league?" So they didn't know that level, but the league is your grouping of how many. I'm League C1, how many diamonds you've collected up until that point, and you're growing in your league. So essentially, it's like how many times you've gone live. You're grouped in your league based on your diamond collection. You move up as you grow more, as you get more diamonds, potentially in each day. Like if you go live and you get enough diamonds for that day, you can level up and get to the next league. So it's a whole thing though. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm gonna know all the details, but we'll figure it out as we go. Um, like I said, the biggest takeaway is that you can go and do the warm up phase. You can do it as much as possible in terms of going live and getting your posting. You can do those daily and get additional points. Your points go with you to determine if you're going to qualify for the next round. So that's good. It's good that you collect as many points in this warm up phase as much as possible. The qualifiers is a lot of it is based on how your community is supporting you when it comes to the votes and the daily heart me. So you're trying to really grow as much as possible with your daily heart me and your votes based on your league. Um, Again, I heard if you don't qualify and maybe you don't make it through the rounds, keep participating because you can get rewards and points that way. And then I also heard that viewers are also eligible for rewards. So this is one of those competitions where remember I tell you guys that if you're a guest in someone's room, how you doing, Ruth? How you doing, Darlene? How you doing, Miss Darlene? Um, Remember Lady Esther, thank you so much for being here as well. Um, Remember I tell you mainly you're getting you can get monetized based on being a guest in someone's room. Well, this is one of those competitions where viewers can also get points. So I just want to make sure I say that out loud too. Thank you so much. They gave us the heart puff as the flash goal. So we'll see if we can get one heart puff per person. Thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate you. Thank you all who are coming in and sharing the live and liking the live. Thank you so much for your support. So, Community Fest is going to be a thing. You'll see a lot of rooms promoting it, and then typically you see some live hosts. They're climbing in the rankings and they're going to the global level as well. You'll see also if you are a live host. Thank you so much, friends. Appreciate you. If you are a live host, you'll see on your Community Fest page where you're ranking up. Um, and then there's some, like I said, there's so many levels to this and layers. I was like, I don't remember. I don't know if I'm gonna know all of this stuff. So it's definitely one of these initiatives that you're gonna have to learn as you're doing. Definitely that. Like I said, just remember, even if you don't qualify, just continue to participate, so that way you can still get rewards. And then this warm up phase, you're eligible for some diamonds, a pool of 5 million diamonds. I believe that's the number that's out there. 5 million diamonds. That the warm up phase will also, you have an opportunity to split some of that. And I'm trying to think all the other things I heard. Hello, how you doing, Heart and Joy? All my friends coming in. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for liking and sharing out the live. Share out my live as well. I appreciate all the support. So yeah, definitely go back. We're still in the warm up phase. So go back and make sure that you are participating with the warm up phase of it all as well. Thank you so much, friends. All my new friends coming in. I'm better. Praise the Lord. There we go, friend. There we go. Happy Thursday. And so we're going to see how this day goes, you all. Um, Let me know if there's any specific questions. Like I said, I know are some of you are live hosts as well. So if you have not signed up for it, sign up for it. That's what I would say. This is one of those competitions where it couldn't hurt. You'll see what happens in terms of you being able to progress forward. And if there is an opportunity for your viewers to come in and support your live, but also if they can get monetized too, I think that's a good way of looking at it. That we're a community, and this is a festival for all of us, and we all can participate. There are, like I said, there's levels in the sense of there's team votes that happen, and then there's individual votes that are collected. And I guess with so many points you collect over this warm up phase, and as time goes on, you're putting votes inside a treasure box, and then you send that to your viewers, and your viewers are able to send out votes. It's a whole process, and like I said, I didn't understand the whole voting, and clearly other people didn't either, because it seemed like a lot of questions were surrounding like how do you get votes, where are the votes coming from, where. So it was a lot of that, and I don't know if she did a great job with explaining it because I didn't get it either. But I was like, well, maybe I don't get it because I've never participated before. So it's definitely something that you're going to have to participate in and kind of figure it out as you go. And I'm assuming the next phase may have a little bit more instructions, possibly. But I think this phase was kind of lacking on the full instructions either. Also, thank you so much. How you doing, Just Fabulous? Getting your daily heart me. Hey y'all, happy thriving Thursday morning. Appreciate your friend. Appreciate you all coming in. Dr. Lisa, I heard this morning if the host taps the screen, it doesn't count. What have you heard? If the host taps the screen, it doesn't count. Um, I have never heard that. When it comes to tapping your screen, what happens if you tap, you'll see the pink heart pop up and a line's going to crawl across. Now, you do get, of course it counts. Yeah, why not? Yeah, so that's what I was thinking. So you can see it counting, and you'll see the numbers climb because you'll see early when you're in your room that when you're tapping the screen, that all those taps are calculating. The confetti falls on the screen, and you also see how many likes you send. I just did it myself. I was just tapping that whole time. I sent 153 likes. So it counts. Now, here's where, as a viewer, you want your viewers to participate. You said me too. Thank you so much, Ray. You want your viewers to participate in liking your live and supporting your live. So you definitely want to encourage that. I would say don't get in the habit of over tapping. So when I first come on, I tap my live. I'm tapping, I'm talking, I'm connecting with all of you all because I'm activating the live. Then I still on occasion because I'm swiping and I'm looking and I'll tap on occasion too. But I do take my finger off the screen and I stop tapping. That's what I said because I tap my screen in my life. Yeah, tap your screen, tap your screen. But at the same time, you do want to encourage your viewers. Okay, guys, if you're liking what you're experiencing here, help me with boosting the live and activating the live. Go ahead and tap the screen, share out the live, comment. So I would say get in the habit of saying all those things, but it does. I think it. Well, I'm not gonna say I think. I know it counts. I know it counts. I just know also that the goal is for your viewers to participate and your viewers to like your live. So that's the main thing. You want your viewers to be participating in the live and supporting the growth of your live. Right. Yeah, that's the main thing. So if people say that, I think, at the end of the day, you're not, it's, it can't hurt you to tap your screen. Let me say that much. It's not hurting you. It's only helping. That's all I would say. But don't overdo it because the goal is your viewers are supposed to tap the screen. Thank you so much, Just Fabulous. I appreciate your friend. How you doing, the original Aborigine? Thank you so much. How is everybody doing? Thank you so much. What is it? Black Robe Blessed. Appreciate your friend. He said, I knew they didn't know what they was talking about. Yes. So what I tell you is, as you're in your live, you are an active participant in your live. You are actively participating. Just as much as you're asking your viewers to support your live, you're sharing your live, you're liking your live, you are engaging. That it is. So if you're sitting back and just not letting people, not saying anything until people start flowing in your room, you're missing out on people who are looking and waiting for you to start talking and engaging. They're looking to see what you're going to do. They want to see that you are also going to support your live. Okay. Thank you so much, Purity. Appreciate you being here. Thank you all who are gifting and sharing the heart puffs. I do have the flash code going on right now. So we have, let me pin it again. TikTok gave it to us. So I think TikTok is trying to be nice. They didn't give us the daily heart me, y'all. So we got to take it when we can get it, when we get and treat it fairly. Appreciate you all. Come on in, friends. Let me know if you have any questions. We're going to talk. I was talking about Community Fest earlier. I did a webinar yesterday, and I appreciate you all being here. We got two more heart puffs. So if you are new to my room and haven't sent one more, we will reach our goal. It's only for those who haven't sent one yet. Thank you so much. I appreciate all the support, friends. So we'll get the last one. Somebody will come in and save the day. Appreciate y'all coming in. Thank you for the gifts. Just fabulous. Just fabulous. How did your you did your second shoppable? Are you doing another one today? Let me know if you're doing number three. I didn't know if you were doing it like in order to get three done for the week, or are you gonna wait until tomorrow? Thank you all. Appreciate you. One more heart puff. If you are new and you haven't sent one yet, that's fine. Was the webinar sub only live or something that was recorded? You know what? Let me check my email. Did I get a recording? It was not. It was done by TikTok. So what happened is that TikTok sends emails. So I got the Community Fest notification to join this webinar. Now, I also get a reminder from that previous agency I was in. And so next one is tomorrow. Okay, awesome, awesome. So I remembered that I needed to sign up. So I signed up and I participated in it. So that's how it happened. I don't know if the recording is going to be sent out. I have to be honest with you, TikTok is not good about sending out recordings. I don't think for any of the other webinars I've received a recording. Now that I think about it, I don't think they email those out. So I think it's like confidential information that maybe they don't want it shared. So maybe that's kind of why they do it that way. But I don't think they send it to us. I don't think I've ever seen a recording from them from any of the webinars I sat in on. Let me know if anyone else has. Let me know if you've ever done that and got something and you were able to review it again later. But I don't think that's their practice. Uh, you said, is TikTok an actual person? You imagined it was a robot. Well, it's people. It's people. What I miss? Uh, Um, I got on halfway through. I was lost. Let Portia, you got on. So you got on the webinar too. Maybe you could fill in some of the gaps because, friend, I was lost towards the end. I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna have to see this in action. So I'll give a recap again. Thank you so much, you all. I think we just hit our goal. I appreciate you all. We did the heart puff. Thank you so much for that. Um, so let me say, you said yes, we did it. So let me say this. So Portia, yeah, I had no clue what was going on. Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. I was like, oh gosh, we're gonna see this how this plays out. Because it was a lot of information. So let me say this, Portia. This is one thing that they said in the very beginning that was like kind of an aha moment for me. I didn't realize you were able to go back and do each day of the warm up. You can go back and click that go live or your crown and get those 30 points a day. I didn't realize it was a daily thing. I thought it was like a one and done. No, you can go back and get your 30 points each day during this warm up phase. And then also you can do the post again. So I haven't posted yet. So you can do that. Those are points that you can go back and retrieve every day and collect those points. So that was kind of a huge aha moment. I don't know if people knew that, and maybe y'all did know that. It didn't occur to me the way it was written that it was something you need to go back and do each day. So today I went back and I clicked to go live, and so we'll see if I get the points for that. I have not posted. Remember, I asked the question yesterday: can you post in your stories? I did ask that question, and you cannot. So you cannot. It did not work. So when I posted in my story yesterday, I did not get credit for it. So I got to post in my regular post. I got to do a regular post today to get credit for the posting component. But because I hadn't been participating that way each day in this warm, the videos messed up my algorithm. Ooh, okay. Then maybe I'm gonna do it. That was actually why I was trying to do it in my stories, because in my mind I was like, I don't know if this is gonna be good for my algorithm. It's funny you say that, because I was like, why won't they let you do it in your story? It seemed like that should be a story post, not a regular post. Because I actually asked that question. Hello, how you doing, Ebony? Thank you so much for being here. No, I just had two, but I won't do it anymore. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, maybe I won't do the posting. Maybe I just stick to the live and get the live points. But I think we're on the last day of the 19th to 20th. So tomorrow must be the last day of the warm up phase. And then you got the qualifying phase, and then I think it was regionals, and I think it was global. So I think there's three other phases. This competition or this challenge runs until July. Don't quote me on this, but it's in July, like the first week of July. I think this runs well into July. Let me see if I can see it here. If it says, when does it end? I just want to make sure I share that with you guys correctly. Let's see if I can get to a screen. Looks like it runs in July 6th. July 6th. So that's when it ends. So there is the regional event. Okay, so the regional event starts the 21st and ends on the 30th. And then the global event will run from the 2nd to July 6th. So that's what's happening. And so this is the Head Start phase. That's what she called it. She called it warm up. But this is called, the official name is the Head Start phase. Then there's the regional phase. Then there's the global phase. And then there's a fan club phase. And then there's a treasure box phase. so, so yeah. And I think that's all part of how this is being done. And so she tried to make sense of the treasure box phase and the fan club phase, where there's some votes that happen, and then you as an individual, a live host individual, can send those votes to your fan club. They can get votes, open up the treasure box to get those votes and send those votes out. There's a whole process, you all. Okay. I took away, like I said, and Portia, I don't know if you took this away too. I took away I just realized yesterday viewers can have stuff too. That's what I was about to say. That's exactly what I was talking about. So I took away, the main takeaway for me was that viewers can monetize as well. So you get rewards. You can earn rewards based off your participation. I was only on 10 minutes. Okay, gotcha. So that was the main takeaway, because people were trying to ask a little bit more, and that's probably what you heard, Portia. People were asking a little bit more about, okay, how do people get points? How do people get money and stuff, or rewards for it? But that was a key takeaway, that as a viewer, your participation matters, and it also is part of how you monetize as well. So, um, it's thank you so much. I see you some sugar. So it's gonna be a thing. And then the other takeaway, and Portia, I don't know if you heard this. The other takeaway is that if you don't make it through regionals or to global, you can, I'm sorry, if you don't make it to global, because everybody will move forward in regionals, but if you don't make it to the global round, you still should participate. And I guess there's still rewards and other things that you're eligible for. So just making it so that everyone is still engaging in the competition. So all of that matters. You're participating based off your league you're in. That was something else that I understood. So depending on what league and level you're at, that's how you participate. So that's something you want to kind of keep in mind as well. So that matters as well. Um, and ultimately it just matters in terms of how you're getting votes from your community. So the regional level, the votes that matter, I gathered, was the Heart Me and the popular vote. And Portia, I don't know if you heard this, but there was some clarification behind a Heart Me Fest gift that's out there that is not a gift anymore. So I guess maybe in some of the earlier write up or communication. Somebody's, that was communicated somewhere, and people were like, "How can you access it?" And she was like, "Well, no, that's not a gift for this competition. So, no, it's no such gift. So the only thing that you're really focused on is the popular vote and the heart me, and then it's going to be those. I guess at the global level, it's going to be those vault gifts. So just kind of know whatever that fest heart me fest gift that people might have seen, it's not a thing. So that's from what she shared, that's not something that's in this competition. Is there a certain time of day that the popular vote has more significance and points? Yes, so that still does matter. And she I think she was mainly reiterating that where there was double the points. I think there's double points or 2 points for heart me and popular votes regardless. But I think there's another phase where there's like, that hour phase. I say it's the 8 o'clock hour Eastern time zone, but I think it's that time frame where the points are even higher. Essentially, I'm gonna see. Does it say it here? Let me look and see. Does it say it in the question mark for Community Fest? Does it speak to that? Um, because she did a breakdown. That was something I really didn't quite understand, but I'm happy you're saying that regional qualifiers. Um, yeah, the qualifiers start. I think it has something to do with the qualifying phase. Let me see. Yeah, if you look at the question mark, it says yes, bonus time. That's where it is. Once a creator's live stream is successful, it collects two paid UVs. I don't know what the UVs stand for. Um, a 2 hour bonus time period will be activated during the regional event, and that's from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. local time, whatever the local time is. And essentially, it has a breakdown of what all the points mean during that period. So yeah, there's a whole process for that. Big K, how you doing, Big Karen K? Appreciate you. So bountiful. I know I didn't answer your question, but what I looked at, I'll say this because even reading that, it felt a little clearer to me because I had said it on the webinar, so I'm not sure if it's going to mean anything for you. But to answer your question does seem to be outlined in if you click the Community Fest and there's a question mark in the top corner, there's a whole page that runs it down. So there's a bonus time period that's there, and that's what you're referring to. Yes, that does exist. And under that section, it seemed like there was a whole lot of type of points you can get. Okay. And if I'm not mistaken, the vault gifts are when that bonus time happens. And so now, if I understand correctly, and I'm like putting the things together from what she shared and what I just read, it seems like that's when you're going to use the popular vote as well as the heart me. But then there's the vault gifts also that means something. So you want to make sure that you break that down and have an understanding. He said, okay, thank you. Yes, it's a lot, y'all. I'm just going to tell you it's layers upon layers to this particular competition, but we'll get through it. I said I was going to participate and try my best to kind of keep up with it just so I can start understanding a little bit more of these competitions. With Gravitas, I didn't participate as much in their competitions. A lot of the competitions they promoted was internal ones. And so this is one of the big signature ones for TikTok. So just recognize that this is like a TikTok pushing initiative. This is like part-time job trying to figure out all the community. Girl, ain't it? The community fest, and like I said, the community fest is one, and then they have the live fest. And I think the community fest is probably the bigger of the two. I think live fest is huge too, don't get me wrong. But I think this, the way they talk about community fest, is like the big event. And essentially they're trying to make sure that they're building community. That's what they're ultimately doing. Trying to make sure everybody is staying engaged and involved. Um, Everything about TikTok is layers on top of layers. Ain't it? Ain't it? Ain't it? Ain't it? So honestly, let me say this because really I'm a little bit more dialed in because in my mind I'm like, okay, Lisa, if you're gonna do this agency stuff, you probably need to know this stuff. Okay. So I probably need to know it a little bit better. And really what I've done in the last few months is just helping people go live. So that was kind of my main focus. Go live, build your community. And the gamification of this all, I was kind of like, okay, that's good. Don't get me wrong. You want to make sure you understand how to play the game. Don't get me wrong. But all the different rules of engagement is where I was like, okay, you know what? That's not necessarily what lane you need to be in. You need to be in, okay, here's how you're supporting people, here's how you're adding value, here's how you're offering them a solution. And so now I get that, okay, the gamification piece, though, is part of how you build community and how you keep people coming back. Hey, 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 how you doing, D Rob? And so that's how you build community. How you doing, K Creations? And if you're building community, then that's how you get that long lasting support. Okay. And depending on what your topic is and what your niche is about, you're going to see people coming back, sitting with you, connecting with you, growing with you. And they're going to want to know how to play the game too. Okay. Because their connection is because of you. So I think that's important for you to know. If nothing else, for you to know. Now, if you fully decide to participate or not, then that's one thing. But I think it is important, at least for you to have a baseline understanding, because it's only going to help you as you're engaging in these TikTok streets, y'all. Okay. If you are going to be an engager, then you gotta know how what happens here. Okay. So I just want to know. Let me know if you have any questions. I said it on that webinar because I was like, okay, I really should know this if I'm going to participate, and I so appreciate Portia and others who have come in and said, okay, Dr. Lisa, you need this filter. I didn't even know the filter was a thing. He said, I'm an engager. There we go, friend. Love that, Carrie. Yeah, I didn't even know this filter was a thing. I was like, oh, I guess I need to put this filter on. Well, I did, and that's part of it. The other thing that I took away, and I'm just kind of recapping a little bit. The other thing I took away is that when you are doing the community fest, especially in this warm up phase, this is what they call the get started phase. So when they're in this warm up phase, you can go back and get points daily for going live. I just thought it was one and done. But no, you're supposed to go back and click it daily so you can collect more points. So I clicked it today. I did it yesterday. So I should get points. What does the filter do? The filter activates the community fest points that you're getting. So you got to have the filter on. So that's part of the process. Got to make sure you have the filter on so you can get your community fest points. Oh yeah. See, I didn't know that either. I was the same. I was like, oh, okay. I'm supposed to be wearing this filter. So you got to turn on the filter, and you got to go live at least 10 minutes. So you don't have to, I mean, technically I've been on, how many minutes I've been on? I've been on 42 minutes. So I could technically turn this off. But just know you got to go at least 10 minutes, and that's how you get your 30 points. Okay? I went live yesterday again. Look at your friend. How was it? How was it? And so yeah, turn on the filter, and then if you want to turn it off, it's something like I don't want to be in this filter the whole time. You can definitely turn it off, but just give yourself 10 minutes so you can get your points for it. I went live this morning after a 2 week hiatus. Sarah, what was the hiatus? You was just finishing up the school year or something like that, the academic year. Happy Juneteenth! Look at your friend. Thank you. Happy Juneteenth. Yes, yes. It's funny, holidays like Juneteenth and what is it? Women's History Month, Hispanic Awareness Month, Black History, MLK. Because when you work in higher ed, all these holidays have meaning, significance. I was in student affairs, so I was with students. We did different programs and events. So now that I've been removed from that, I'm like, man, I miss it so much in terms of being able to be in community in that way, especially for holidays like that. So like today. So I thank you for the reminder. I appreciate that, friend. I am in Utah because I had a great. Oh, congratulations! Congratulations, Grandma. I love that. Love that. It was cool. I was actually venting. I like it. I just talked to myself and kept going. There we go, friend. That's it. So, did you get any engagement? Let me know if you got any engagement from your live. That's awesome, though. Hopefully, you had some friends come through. I mean, you have community. You do have community. 2,600. But yeah, just keep talking. And like you said, I was just venting. And sometimes you got to do that. You gotta come in like, hey guys, I know y'all gonna walk in and say, okay, what is she talking about? But come on in. We're gonna have a seat. We're gonna have this conversation. because it needs to be had. So that's how you do it. I love it. Um, Thank you so much. I appreciate you liking it. Thank you for sharing that too. That's what it's all about. You'll figure you'll get your community come to you, but you'll figure how you can communicate to them and share information and do it in your own unique way. So yeah. Yes, I'm on a hike. It was fun. Look at that. I love that. So now you're back. Now you're back. Love it. Good morning. I appreciate you all engaging with one another. Thank you so much for connecting. Let me know if there's any other questions about Community Fest. Like I said, when I set in on the webinar, thank you so much, Cass. Appreciate your friend. When I set in on the webinar, it really was a lot of information. I'm going to say that first and foremost. Okay. Now, Portia, you know what? If you go back and click that question mark, I was reading through some things. I'm one of those people where I do need to see it in black and white. So a couple things she said then kind of clicked. So I would say now that you've set in on some of it, it may click for you. So I'm gonna have to go back and read it thoroughly because I didn't do a thorough reading. But I may go back and read it again and just make sure that I'm connecting the dots based on what I heard. I fell out of the loop as far as Community Fest. Yeah. Thank you for doing that for us, Dr. Lisa. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, but you know what? This is my first time. So at the end of the day, we're just gonna go through it. We're gonna see what it's like. We're gonna participate, and then we'll decide. Um, you know, the TikTok gamification piece of it. Some of it is fun. Don't get me wrong, but some of it is it's a lot. And so, like I said, I get easily frustrated when something doesn't work. So, like when I clicked the go live button and it didn't work for me, I was like, well, wait a minute. Okay, well, I don't know if I need to be doing this. But then Portia came in and said, hey, you got to turn on the filter. So that's helpful. So you kind of learn from other people what to do and what not to do. I never read the question mark, so it probably has it in there that I need to turn on the filter, y'all. So my mama used to say readers are leaders, and I missed that. I missed out on that one. But um, but yeah, if you turn on, so the filter helped, and then when it comes to going back to get points every day, I didn't know that, so that was a nice little surprise and nugget that was shared. I also heard something about fragments. Fragments are to do with leagues. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, because I'm confused. I know it's confusing. We're gonna work on it together, friend. I received a notification from Community Fest and I joined, but I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, so Cass, what you gonna do next? Yes. Okay. Yep. I'll talk about fragments in 1 second. So Cass, what you're gonna do next is that you're gonna go to the live home screen. Let me ask this: are you going live yet? Have you gone live? Um, and you have live access. So I'm gonna assume you are going live, or you're maybe waiting to see if you're gonna go live. But you want to go to the live home screen. They have about 6 or 7 different places where they have the Community Fest join page, so you can access it in multiple places. But the one I went to was on the live center. Scroll all the way down to the very last thing on that page is Community Fest. It's the Community Fest banner, and you can join that way. And that's the way I've been accessing it. Fragments come when you do a battle, and when the opponent loses, he still gets some fragments. Oh, thank you for sharing that. You know what, Shivani, thank you so much. I Shivani, you need a bio too. I appreciate you saying that because I got fragments. No, you said fragments. You mean shields. Are you talking about shields? Fragments come every time you go live. You get fragments as you're moving up. It's based on the diamonds you're collecting. That's where fragments come from. Shields is probably what you're referring to. And I didn't think shields were a part of fragments, but I mean were part of battling connected to that. But it could be. So to that point, you might be right. But but fragments, every time you go live, you're getting diamonds, and you're it's actually a little, think about a little timeline. So every time you go live, you start off. So you guys saw me earlier. It says C1 top. It says top 100%. Now I'm in the top 80%. You guys come in, you're engaging, and so that line of percentages that I'm moving up increases as I get engagement and gifting in live. So you're collecting diamonds, and as those diamonds come over, you get a fragment for that. And so if you get enough diamonds, And Shu, to your point, it may be because if you're battling, you get a lot of diamonds. That may be why you see it come quicker. But if you get enough diamonds, then you get a fragment, and then ultimately you get a shield. Yeah. Yes, I've gone live several times. Okay, okay. Yeah, so just hit the community fest and join. Click join. Do it today. Do it today if you can. Same here, not gone live, but hope. Okay, there we go. You get fragments also from gifts in the lives without battling. Yes, that's it. Yeah. So the gifts, the diamonds you're collecting are creating the fragments for you. Yep. Yep. So happening to me. Tried going live. It didn't work, and I was like, "Ain't nobody got time for this." Bountiful, you fine. That is where again your brain is saying, "Okay, why am I doing this? What's going on? What is this about? I don't have time for this. All I'm getting is like 3 cents for this live." But that's the beginning phase. As you practice, as you go live more often, you will grow, your community grow, you will get better. Don't give up, friend. Don't give up. Didn't know I needed the filter. Yes, the filter. Yeah, that filter it threw me off. But thank you, Portia, for sharing. That's just part of it. Yeah, that's just part of it. Yeah. Dr. Liz, I'd love to do a battle with you next week. Oh, Lord. I just started. Okay, friend. Okay, love it. I got 9,000 diamonds today. Look at you. You did good. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. You did a battle? Was that because of a battle, friend? Okay, I understand. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. Was that because of a battle? That would be me. Yes. Fear is talking to myself. Yes. Fear is talking. Oh, don't be afraid to talk to yourself. Just talk to yourself out loud. That's it. I got 16 cents. There we go. Every cent matters. I tell you guys all the time. My first live, I got 7 cents. My second live, I got 3 cents. So first live, I was happy with the seven. I was like, okay, 7 cents. Look at me. 3 cents was the next one. I was like, wait a minute. 3 cents. But no, every cent matters. It counts. It's part of the growth. Part of the growth. Don't think that, oh my gosh, this is not worth it. It's not worth my time. No, it will get better. Thank you so much, what is it, Shunavi? Thank you so much. Appreciate your friend. So yeah, every penny counts. So you just keep going. It is a little unnerving. You're talking to yourself, you're communicating yourself, but as time goes on, it gets easier. When I tell you you're building community, thank you, T Ray, for the popular votes. You're building community, and people are coming in, they're supporting you. Thank you for the daily heart me. This room was one of my favorites. Thank you so much, Sarah. Sarah, I don't know about battling though. You're so funny. You said um you want to battle next week. Oh, well, you know what? Let's talk about it because you know what? I'm gonna be on a weird schedule after next week, on the 27th on because we're traveling. So I'll probably end up. I'm gonna come live, but I'm gonna be on a weird schedule. So if we were to do it next week, probably will be the better time to do it. What's the most you've gotten from a live? The most in time in terms of what diamonds? Well, I will say the battles. The battles is where most people get the most money. That's why people battle so much. So because battling is it's good to see you. How you doing, Sadie? Thank you so much. Look at you all. Thank you so much for the friendship. I appreciate your friend. Um, let's see, Sade, appreciate you so much. Um, battles battles is the biggest one because yes, battle is the best way to earn money. It is. It is. Essentially, you got people who are competing. So let me explain a battle. It's a 5 minute competition. The traditional method. Oh, you leveled up too, friend. The traditional method is that you are battling against another co-host. You're another person. They have box battles. They have team battles. There's some other formats out there, but the traditional one is like a head-to-head. And so, essentially, what happens is that person is a co-host. Thank you so much, and they're in their room, and you're in your room, and a 5 minute timer comes on, and people are gifting, they're liking, they're sharing, they're commenting. All of that creates points. So you're competing for the one who has the highest number of points. And with the higher number of points, as you grow and you battle and you get more points, the person who has the most points wins in 5 minutes. That's the winner. There's some strategy in terms of when you should send gifts, how you should send gifts, how you what type of gifts you should send, all that stuff. So there's some strategies. So without the strategy, just know that you're gifting, and in that 5 minutes, people send them. They send the most gifts and the highest level of gifts that they normally don't send. Okay, so you're growing because those gifts are being sent and all the engagement that's happening too, and you're collecting diamonds. And so battling is the highest that you're going to get at any one day of going live. I was in a room and they did a Bing battle. Ooh, that's different. What's that one? I got to go, but I'll be back. If you are new to this room, come back. Dr. Lisa's awesome. Oh, appreciate your friend, Sarah. You're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you so much. So yes, so battling can get you, you can get your growth that way. So I would definitely encourage you to start battling if that's something you want to do. Now, for me, I do it on occasion. Um, and I just kind of leave it at that, because really what you need is your supporters in the room. You need people who are going to support you, because they're the ones that are coming in doing all the engagement and gifting. And so if you don't have a room of supporters yet, you're building that community so that then you can do it. But I don't encourage you to do it all the time, because again, you need your supporters to support you. And so you might overextend your supporters. Okay, so you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. So you want to make sure you're being intentional. And because my supporters, hello, Birdie Official, appreciate your friend. Good morning, Dr. Ray. How are you? Um, so because my supporters are often people who are new to the app, newly engaging, getting acclimated, their blue box number may be a little lower, because you need supporters that have high level blue boxes too, that can send gifts at a high level, because that's part of winning the battle too. You want to make sure you're actively um, collecting points with some of those higher gifts. That's part of it too. Okay. Thank you, Nika Ray and Bernie Official, for all the shares. I appreciate you all sharing out the live. Thank you all for the gifts as well. And so just kind of keep that in mind. That's a strategy. That's something you want to pay attention to. Again, for a room like mine, I'm very cognizant of who's in the room and making sure that I'm educating you all, keeping you guys in a good space about how you engage, how you can support, but recognizing that you're all trying to grow as well. So that's part of it. Appreciate all the shares. Thank you so much for the daily heart me. Let me know if there's any questions about that. I appreciate all you all here. And so what I started this live off as I was, you said you always do. Appreciate you, Fred. I started this live off, I was talking about Community Fest. So if you missed what I shared, what I ultimately said is that you probably should sign up. Make sure that you're signing up and following those particular campaigns that are out, specifically Community Fest and Live Fest. Doing well, thank you. Pray you are too. I am. It looked like they were catching this, like they were catching the sending. Is that what happened? What you mean catching the sending? Who TikTok? What you mean? Like they wouldn't let the shares. Is that what you meant? Um, Catching the sending. I missed it. Um, so Community Fest, real quick. If you haven't started yet, go ahead and click the icon. You can go on the live home screen, click the Community Fest icon. Typo, looks like they were catching beans in their bags. Oh, the bean box battle. Oh, okay. Love your humility. Thank you so much. Gives me hope. You're welcome, friend. The bean battle, I heard about that. Yes, yes. I need to go look at that. See if I can go look at a video. Maybe I'll search it and see if I can see somebody posting about it. Um, I hear it's fun too. Do they still have it? Hold on, let me check. Is that something? I wonder if I can see it. I don't. I heard that that one wasn't there anymore. Am I wrong about that? I wonder if it shows up in another space, because I don't see it in my list of fun games. I don't see it in the fun games. I joined in on Being Better. It was fun. Oh yeah. I don't see it anymore. I'm not sure. Haven't seen it in a while. Yeah. I don't think it's there anymore. Maybe that may have been too. Like I said, TikTok has different campaigns. I wonder if, and I feel like I vaguely remember seeing it. I wonder if that was one of those particular campaigns that was out, and it was a box battle for that. That's the one I told you about. Yes, yes. And I said back then I didn't see it anymore. But is that was that one of those campaigns? It could have been a campaign. Like I said, they I feel like that's what it was relating to, and you had to participate it through the campaign, the box battle, because there's a couple of different battles that they're doing right now. You'll see like a brunch battle is one I've seen quite a bit. So there's some others as well. So I wonder if that was what you guys are talking about, and that was a specific battle that was out there. Um, so really, when it comes to the campaigns, make sure you guys are starting to pay attention. Now, what they did on the Live Academy, so I'm gonna point this out. The Live Academy, they have different campaigns that are there, so you can sign up for that. They try to make the campaigns focus on beginners, so a lot of them are beginner friendly as well. So if you go to the Live Academy, so now you're on the Live Center, scroll down, click the Live Academy. Okay. Tap the screen, share out the live. I appreciate you all. We're at 15K. If we can get up to 25, that will be awesome. Serial Ladypreneur, how are you, friend? Come on in. Thank you so much for being here. My friends who are joining, if you are new in the room, let me know. I always like to talk to my newbies to make sure I am supporting you all. If you have any questions, let me know. This is a room where the room hasn't been rooming, but at the end of the day, we should be able to add. You should be able to ask questions, get information, and honestly, I'm here to support everybody. I don't want you all to feel lost. And as you can tell, we're a community of people who support and people who will answer questions. Because I don't profess to know it all, but at the end of the day, there's people in the room that do know it. Okay, Chaz, how are you, friend? Thank you so much. You said I'm new. Thank you so much. You are an engaged person, though. You are commenting, you are engaging back and connecting with folks. That's what this is all about. You're building community. And so you're going live. So your live topic is based on, let's see, your live topic, helping find security guard jobs. It got cut off in what? Tell me what time you go live in time zone as well. So everybody who are live hosts, put your live time zone, and topic in the chat so we can see who's in the room. I'm new. Any tips for a live host to get over the nervousness? How you doing, Birdie and Fisher? I appreciate your friend being here. So here's what I tell you all. The first thing I'm gonna tell you, and people in the room, they know I say this. First of all, you got to think of your live stream. And really, what is happening is that you are talking to yourself. You're talking to your best friend. You're talking to the person you love the most. You're talking to the person you care about the most. You are having a conversation with that person. And so, if you treat it as if this is a conversation with me and I'm talking out loud, I'm giving this information, I'm sharing a topic that I'm interested in, I'm an expert, or I just enjoy this conversation, this topic, and you're sharing it with people who may be like minded and interested in what you have to share. So just treat it as a conversation where you're talking to yourself. And so if you're nervous, I say also, at the end of the day, I'm an introverted person, I'm a nervous person, I'm a shy person, I'm all those categories. Your audience is a reflection of you. So if you're authentic by saying, you know what, guys, I'm nervous. This is the first time I'm going live, but I figure, you know what, I'm going to go live and have this conversation with you all. And here's what we're going to talk about today. And maybe have a couple different notes. I tell people to have an outline of what you want to talk about, have questions or statements that you want to cover, subsets you want to cover. So that way you're not just kind of trying to go off the top of your head, but you can say, okay, here's some top 10 questions that I get all asked all the time about this topic. Or here's some questions that I think would be interesting for you to know about this topic. Or here's some ideas I think you would be interested in for you to know. And so just have some of that written down so that way you can talk about it and make sure you repeat yourself. So maybe you talk for a few minutes and then you go back and say, okay, let me go back to question number one because this is what you want to know. Here's something that I want to share with you all, and this we're just going to recap a little bit. So just do that. Just kind of get in the habit of doing that. The first week, you are going to do that over and over again because you're going to get different people in the room. Different people are going to come in and out of your room. So just know that you are repeating yourself. You're recapping a lot. You're having a conversation with yourself. That's what you're doing. Lady BB, you are 11 a.m. Central Time. That topic, what's your topic, friend? I want to make sure I say it correctly. Um, your guide to knowing what you want. I love that. Your guide to knowing what you want. Um, just let me know if there's something else you would add to that. Just fabulous. I go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 a.m. Central. Fashion accessories, beauty and inspire. Glow up. Love that. Bountiful. 6:30 a.m. and 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Talk about reversing type 2. Love that. And then you got security guard. You said live Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern. Security guard job leads for New York. Okay, that's what it is. Awesome, awesome. And then Teray, I go live Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. Central, midday encouragement. I love it. Serial Ladypreneur, I teach how to use food to reverse disease. Oh, I love that. Um, D. Rob, you said Sunday, 7 p.m. Central, navigating the juvenile court system and government contracting. Love that. Um, Nika Grace, oh, you connecting. Nika Grace said, I'm not live yet. I'm going to go live soon, Dr. Lisa. I love it. Sarah Preneur, you said Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern. Okay, good, good. Phenomenal. How are you, friend? Coming in, flying in. Appreciate you being here, getting your daily heartbeat. Okay, the court system. Yes, yes. Love that. You guys are connecting. Appreciate you all the connecting. Love that. You said thanks for the tips. You're welcome. Hi everybody. How you doing, Dana? Thank you so much for being here, friends. Okay, let me just, Lady BB, you said 11 a.m. Central. Late 11 a.m. Monday through Friday Central Time. Gotcha. Um, and Ceropreneur, you said teach how to use food stamp to reverse disease. 8 a.m. Eastern Monday through Friday. Yes, happy Juneteenth. Yes, thank you so much for sharing. I was sharing earlier because I'm not in higher ed the way I used to be, where every holiday, no matter what it was programming, it was events, it was food, all the things that you needed to build community. So it was a lot of that. So I missed those type of celebrations, and Juneteenth was one of them too. Dana, you said, I sell fashion jewelry, Glamour Gems by Dana. I'm scared to go live. He was like, let me just say this at the end. I'm scared to go live, Dr. Lisa. Look at you, Glam Gems by Dana LLC. Look at your friend, love it. Um, yes. Are you a TikTok shop seller? Like you have a shop? Let me know if you're selling products. I'm gonna tell you, going live is the way to go to really get to market your business, market your jewelry, and then build community. So I'll talk about that a little bit more, but I think that's gonna be the key to your success. Carrie, who teaches how to reverse type 2 diabetes? That was Bountiful. Wasn't that you, Bountiful? Bountiful, I think that was your live topic. Let me know if I'm wrong. I would have to go back up. But I think that I'm almost sure that was Bountiful's topic. Thank you so much for being here, friend. Yes. Um, if you go, yep, it was Bountiful. If you go into, I'm gonna ping you real quick just so that our friend can connect with you. And Carrie, there you go. That's Bountiful. You can connect with her. And so as you guys can tell, I do that on purpose. So let me share why I do that. Couple reasons. First of all, I want you guys to start building community, and I want my live host to be hopefully inspiration to my new scared nervous people, to let them see that people are going live. The other reason I do that, because you guys can build community. Okay, so that's great. You guys are seeing who does what. You might want to, in turn, connect with that person. Got it. Thank you. You're welcome. You might, in turn, want to connect with that person. And then the third reason I do it is because comments in the live matter. Okay, you guys commenting, you guys connecting, you guys engaging. TikTok sees that, and it in turn brings more people into the live. So we want to make sure we're always connecting. And you guys see where I asked that question. You guys engage, you connect with each other, you're building community. You want to always have questions where your community is able to connect and comment back. Okay, that's a big piece of this. And so I do it intentionally that way. You said, Serial Ladypreneur, you said, I show you how to use okra water to reverse type 2 diabetes. Ooh, that's different. Oh, okay. So you guys have different things you're doing, like interactive in your live, which is awesome. That's awesome. You said I sell through my website. I need to go live one day. Yes. Let me talk through that. Thank you so much for the heart puffs. I appreciate your friend. I'm scared to go live. Just think about it gives me a bellyache. You said your stomach started turning into knots. Nika Grace, you said that part. Is it the bellyache part? Is that it? That part? Which part? What part was you talking about? Yes, indeed. Oh, I love that. Okay. Um, so here's what I will tell you. In terms of the bellyache, chat is vital. Yes, it is. It is vital to your life. Yes. You said yes. Bellyache. Nika said no, that's not what she was talking about. Oh, 998 besties to my next milestone. Live Sunday and Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern. Purpose and prosperity. Love that, my friend. Phenomenal. Look at you. And let me say this, her milestone is the ability to have 5K. Look at you, friend. You're going to do it. You are going to do it. Look here. I'm going to put it out there. You're going to have that milestone by the end of this month. Okay? We're going to start July 1st with your 5K, okay? Because at the end of the day, you know how to engage. You're a high engager. People in this room who have not connected with you, please connect with Phenomenal. She is phenomenal, okay? But recognize you're going live. And so as people are coming to your live, you're growing your community, you're going to get more followers to come in. And people are going to follow you. They're going to follow or your daily heartbeat. So you're going to grow, friend. Okay? So that's part of the strategy. Say, let's grow. I love it. But you're gonna have your numbers, friend. That's what this is all about. So, really quickly, my friend who was nervous and her stomach is aching just to think about it, my island girl. So, here's the thing about it, and I say this all the time. You are talking to yourself, first of all. So if talking to yourself gives you a stomach ache, you should not feel like a stomach ache. Now, here's what he said. I'm back. How you doing, Miss Sterling? Here's what I will tell you. Talking to yourself should not give you a stomach ache. First of all, love how you come back to that. Yes. Got to get back to work. Thank you so much, Sarah Renewer. Thank you so much for being here. So here's what I will tell you. Um, it shouldn't make your stomach hurt. But what I will say is that you want to go live and practice makes progress. So that's first of all. It may give a little nervous energy, but at the same time, let me tell you this. You are a true teacher, am I? You're like, I did not forget about that comment. Let me come back to your comment. But let me say this though. At the end of the day, when you are going live, there are not a lot of people in the room. So I you said amen. There are not a lot of people in the room. There are not a lot of people who are going to see you talking. If you do get a lot of people, that's first of all a great thing. Don't get me wrong, that's a great thing. But that traditionally doesn't happen. So, in those early days, you can practice just your messaging, how you want to deliver it, who you're talking to, how do you connect with your audience. Those first couple of days, those first couple of days is not a lot of people. It's crickets. I posted about this. It's absolute crickets. And you're like, okay, I wish people was in a room so I can have somebody to talk to. But you just get in front of the camera, you're talking to yourself, you're working through your message, you can rinse and repeat stuff. You can actually come back and say, okay, you know what, guys, that didn't sound right. Let me try that again. You know what I'm saying? That's how empty the room will be and your ability just to talk. Now, you also can put it in practice mode. So if you feel like, you know what, I need a little bit of practice before I go live, you can put it in practice mode too. So don't feel like you have to start and click the go live button and instantly go live. I see the sub stickers. Thank you so much, Just Fabulous. She said, look here. Practice makes progress, friend. That's exactly what we say. Practice makes progress. That's it. Just keep practicing. Keep practicing. You'll be fine. And your stomach won't hurt. That's the fear. That's the fear. Yeah. And you can't let so here's what I say. Fear will keep you back from achieving your dreams. Okay? So if you're leading with fear, you can never, ever, ever, you will never achieve your dreams. You won't, because you're letting fear lead, not faith. You're not allowing yourself to fully realize those dreams because the fear is stopping you from doing it. So I would say, don't get, be a little nervous, do it scared, and just keep going. Okay, that's what you want to do. Just keep going. Do it scared, but keep going. And then ultimately, you'll start bringing the people in there, and you'll realize at the end of the day, we are all very charismatic people. We're engaging. People love being around us. You know that. And at the end of the day, when you come here, all that's going to shine through, and your audience is going to connect with you. Okay. Thank you all for being here. This is so incredible. Thank you for sharing. You're a blessing. Oh, Birdie, appreciate that, friend. Christian, thank you so much for being here. I said, I'm new here. What are we talking about? We are talking about going live, friend. Let me know, Christian. You got homework, though. You got a little homework. I appreciate you joining. I'm going to tell you, you got to write a bio because TikTok needs to know who you are and what you're about. So those words in your bio will help to optimize your profile. And also for search engine optimization, you hear SEO all the time. It will get people who are looking for your content, it will get to those people. So you want to have words in your bio. But then when you come live, people click your name and they see who you are. And if you have no words, they don't know who you are. So definitely optimize your profile. Wait, there's a practice mode. That's the only thing you heard. Island girl, that's the only thing you heard with my whole speech. All what I shared, that's what you heard, friend. Yes, there's a practice mode. If you go on the settings page, when you click that first go live, it takes you to where you put your title at, because you don't go live then. You put your title on, all this other stuff. You click settings, and then practice mode is there. When you go live, it will put you in practice mode, and it will ask you, do you want to continue to practice? Click yes, that you want to continue to practice. So that way you stay in practice mode. If the room is empty, remember people watch lives without clicking on in. Someone may be watching. Yeah, there's always somebody watching. But you know what? They're insignificant because they have not come in to get their points. So they're almost like invisible. So that's the way you got to think about them. They're not there. They may be there. Don't get me wrong. They're there. But you want to come in, and my people who are listening to me now, you want to come in, get your points, engage with the people in the room so that you are leveling up. Okay, so we're going to talk about that in a second because I don't want you to miss opportunities. But you're right. People are always watching. But that's not what we're worried about. We're not worried about them because they're watching. They're watching greatness. Okay, that's what they're watching. They're watching greatness. So let them watch. We got this, friends. Love it, love it, love it. Yes. So the practice mode is there. Amen. Thank you for that solid reminder. That's it. That's it. Do is scare. Fear is not an emotion. There we go. We are always in the practice. Uh, we are always in a practice with everything. That's it. You are practicing everything, getting better. Good point, tax dad. we just be, we just judging ourselves. That's it. We're judging ourselves. Don't be afraid. I love TikTok. There we go. Thank you for not judging. That's it. That's it. Appreciate your friend. New title giver. Oh, look at you, Nika Grace. Appreciate your friend. I heard it all, but I need to practice first. I know, I know. It's fine because I needed to practice first too. So I did click that practice mode. So it was like, okay, what am I gonna say? Let me get my thoughts together, and then yeah, then I click go live. Let's keep tapping. Appreciate you all. What words are best for your bio? Keywords relating to your lives in niche as you evolve, so bountiful. I mean, for you, you really should put in your bio your live time and topic. I don't think that's a bad thing, especially if you're producing content based off that. So put your live time, time zone, and topic as part of it, and maybe who's your target audience. I mean, for you, it's type two. If you're talking about type two diabetes or any uh, natural ways to heal your body, put that in your bio so people see that. You said, good afternoon, greatness in action. There we go, friend. Love it. So, yeah, definitely your top live host in niche. Yeah, keep in mind, your bio can change. Your bio does not have to stay the same. It can grow, it can evolve. It's one of those things where it can change depending on how you're changing. So just know that it's a ever evolving thing. Happy Juneteenth. Thank you so much, Shay Sprays. Appreciate you. Happy Juneteenth, friend. Good morning, everyone. How you doing, Dee Dee? Yes, that's it. We've got this all. Happy Thursday. There we go, friend. Good afternoon. How you doing, Carolyn? Appreciate you coming in. Sassy, how you doing, friend? 25K. Keep tapping. Yes, we did hit 25K. Thank you all for sharing out the live and liking the live. So just keep going. My friends who are nervous, thank you, will do. You're welcome, friend. Um, my friends who are nervous, who are scared, who are shy, who are doing all the things, I want you to make sure that you're thinking about your next level. Okay? So I said this yesterday, and I don't know if it officially happened. Somebody put it in the chat if you know if it officially happened. Was the executive order signed officially? Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Yes. So was it signed officially yesterday? So there was an executive. So the news was reporting on Tuesday evening that an executive order was going to be signed to extend. I believe it was signed. You think it was signed? Okay. Because to extend it for another 90 days. I believe that was the understanding I had from the news media outlet. And they were going to extend it for 90 days. And so now that will put us in the middle of September. September 18th, 19th, something like that. Live reminds me of a grad school with all the presentations, but I always do good. Yeah, that's it. I love that. That's it. That's it. Just think of it that way. That's a great example. You're presenting, and the room is usually a few people in the room because grad school rooms ain't really large. And you're just talking to those people in the room. That's it. I heard 90 days, but I don't know if it's official. Okay. Yeah, I heard 90 days too. So I say that because I want you guys to keep in mind, and this is what I talked about yesterday. Guess what? For the first time ever, I posted a video that was over. Oh, look at you, JoJo! I love it. Look at you. Set to sign later this week. Okay, okay, great, perfect. Thank you. Um, Appreciate that. Look at you, JoJo Empowers. I love it. Congratulations. I practice going live while driving in the shower, getting ready. Helped it. That's good. JoJo, I'm so proud of you, friend. JoJo was one of my people who was like, okay, go live. Go live, Dr. Lisa. She met with me, y'all. We had a whole Zoom meeting. I'm so proud of you, JoJo. Your content, your live sessions, everything is growing, friend. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. That's what it's all about. Just keep going. Just keep swimming. Keep going live. You guys will see. But my point is exactly that. Essentially, we didn't know that we would even be here. If it came to January, January was an extension. People are like, "Oh, that place is going away. There's no point in being here. It's not going to be here. They're going to close it. It's a kids app." That's what we've been hearing. Then came April, April 5th. Oh, okay. It's going to be gone. People are not going to be here. All the things that people were saying that said we weren't going to be here. Now we're about to get another extension. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, it ain't going away. I'm going to say that right now. There's too much money being made here. Okay? If ain't nobody said it yet, I'm telling y'all, it's too much money being made here. Okay? So it's not going anywhere. So whoever is trying to take the ownership, they realize that. And they're going to continue to let this train keep going down the track. Okay? So my point is, you need to get on the train, friend. You're leaving money on the table. You're leaving opportunity on the table. There's so much growth and change, transition that's happening here. Okay? I'm not the same person I was back in January. I've seen that. I've seen my own growth. I've seen my growth over the last 6 months. Okay? And so you're going to see yours and you're going to connect with your audience and you're going to see that community grow and you're going to help people based on your specific topic. You really are inspirational. Bernie, keep me on point. I got to stay on point. I can't be laughing at you. But my point is, I want you all to grow, okay? I don't want you to sit back and say, I wish I would have started. So serious, laugh out loud. Thank you, friend. I appreciate it. You don't want to do that. You don't want to be that person saying, "Oh my gosh, I should have started months ago. I was listening to Dr. Lisa and I ain't do nothing with it. I just kept being nervous. I kept being scared." I was that person. And I tell you guys all the time, your audience is a reflection of you. Yes, I'm going to be on my first live, and the mic is going to be dead when they shut us down. No, you're fine. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. You will be fine. You can go live and you be like, you know what? What was I nervous about? And I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. I now, and I kid you not, I kid you not, I was that nervous person probably for the first 2 weeks. Still kind of got butterflies when I would see the countdown. Now I'll be honest with you, when the countdown come on, I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to do this countdown. I'm like, I don't need the countdown TikTok. I'm good. If there could be a bypass the countdown button, I would be clicking bypass the countdown button. That's how I've become so accustomed to doing this. That's how I feel so at ease and confident in my ability just to come on and hit the go live button. That's it. And so you'll get to that point, but you have to start doing it. You got to practice. You got to show up. You guys are talking to somebody or listening to somebody who's done this for literally 6 months straight. Missed a few days. Go live at 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Haven't done all my 4 p.m.s, but still, I'm showing up. I went live and talked to myself for a full 30 minutes. Now I have 3 to 7 people who show up with me. That's it, Teray. How long have you been going live, friend? How long have you been going live? Because I think that's what people need to hear and see. They need to see the starting point. Oh, this is a countdown. Oh, can't do it. There is a countdown. It goes three, two, one. So you have a moment to get yourself together. Like, look here, let me check the nose, do all the things, and then you're on. So yes, it's a countdown for you. It doesn't start you instantly. Which, like I said, it's not a bad thing because you can do a mirror check. You can do what you need to do. Sometimes I come on, I was like, oh crap, I didn't put my lipstick on. I gotta put my lipstick on real quick. So yeah, that's a countdown for you. It's like starting a new job. It's gonna be up and down all around until you get your. That's it. Some sugar. Yes, I've said that before too. Anything you start, you're in a new phase. You're in a probationary period. Anything in life you start, there's always that point in time where you have to get acclimated. You're trying to learn. Again, with the new job analogy, you essentially go on a 90-day probationary period before they evaluate you. And over those 90 days, you're expected to learn and grow, get used to the acronyms they use and all the other terminology, get a better understanding of your role and responsibility and how you play in a assembly line of different things that need to happen for that different job and organization. So again, you are part of the process. So recognizing how you think about starting a new job is just like this. Yeah, in the beginning you're still kind of figuring out, learning all the people, all the different features here and all the different people coming to your room and all the names you gotta say. Because I look at y'all names, I'm like, hey, how y'all doing, friend? Because some names I can say and some names I'm like, oh Lord. But recognize that's part of the learning. Okay? So you get better and practice makes progress. That's it. That countdown annoys me too sometimes. It does. It's like we pros at this TikTok. We don't need that countdown no more. We pros. We do not need it. I have a mirror and lipstick on my desk where I go live for that very reason. Hey, let me tell you right now. Mirror, lipstick. I had a different lipstick I was wearing and it ran out on me. That's how much I was using the lipstick. I was like, I've never had a tube of lipstick run this low on me before. But yes, that's exactly what's right there. Your humor is empowering me. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. That's it. My mirror and lipstick stay right there. The tube that I use is on my other side of the table here. That's hilarious. Yeah. Hey. Amen. So practice and just show up right. That's it. That's it. It will get better as far as nerves. Yes, it will. It will. People in the room, let's answer that question. Are y'all still who's still super nervous? Now, let me ask this. Somebody who's gone live for at least 2 weeks. Are you still super nervous? Is your day one like your day 14? And the answer should be no. Your day one is not going to be like your day 14. Your day one is not going to be like your day 20. Your day one is not going to be like your day 30. No. There we go. BC and LC before live countdown. What is BC and LC? What does that mean? No, that's it. No, no, it can't be. That's just how life is. I used to acknowledge it. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank goodness. Because I used the analogy when you work out, and we all been there. And as a matter of fact, I'm probably about to get back on the bandwagon because I've been 1 foot on, 1 foot off for a minute. But when you first start a workout regimen, the beginning phase is always challenging. You know what I'm saying? Um, if you're gonna do something intense like running or walking or doing something high impact, weightlifting, the beginning, you feel the soreness, you feel the discomfort, you feel the awkwardness. Your body has a response. It does. But if you do something a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you don't have that feeling anymore. The soreness goes away. You get a little bit more endurance. You're not coughing and breathing heavy the way you used to. You actually got to work out a little harder, a little bit more, a little longer for you to start feeling that. Look at the goggles. Look at you, Murray. I've never seen the goggles, star goggles. Good morning. How you doing, Dawn? So your body changes. Your response to it changes. You can now do it. You feel better. You feel more energetic. You don't feel the same tension that you had at first when you were working out. So as you do, this is the same thing. You end up showing up, able to do it, feeling comfortable, feeling confident that you can show up and do this. I do pop ups now. I'm not the expert, but we're doing this. There we go, Fran. There we go. That's it. And so that's why I say practice makes progress. That's a saying for life. Anything you do in life, anything you practice in life, that's just the reality. As you practice something, you're going to get better. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Nobody can say otherwise. Nobody can convince me otherwise that you will not get better if you are truly practicing. Good morning, Dr. Lisa, and everyone in the room. How you doing, Coach Rhonda? So that's how exactly this is. Going live is the same notion. Practice makes progress. Thank you so much, friend. And because I have a preschooler, it's funny looking at life from his eyes. Because and as an older parent, I have the college age kids, so I'm able to look at life through their eyes of going to college and being the nervousness of being in a college environment, and then seeing my preschooler and him learning how to ride his bike for the first time and being scared or crying about it, but getting the hang of it. Now he can ride his bike. Or him doing basketball and not being able to shoot the ball into the hoop, but now in the mornings he can do 5 shots in pretty much straightforward without any misses. And so recognizing that's the practice. That's it. And so this becomes another form of that. Well, I'm going to practice not being nervous. There we go. That's it. And if that means that you need to cut that go live button on and go for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, then you do it. Practice not being nervous for 5 minutes, and then 10 minutes, and then 15 minutes, and then 20 minutes, and then 30 minutes. That's how you do it. Hit the go live button. You said, oh. That's all you do. And so when I first started doing this, now TikTok flipped the script a little bit because they added the scale live rewards. Baby steps. That's it. Baby steps. That's it. That's all you got to do. And so they added the scale live rewards in February. So in January, what I was sharing with people was like, okay, you know what? You can go live and just go live 5 minutes or 10 minutes. I would say 10 minutes. And then, because you got to do 3 lives, 3 separate days. So you got to do 24 hours in between each live and at least go a total of 30 minutes. People tell you got to do 30 minutes for each of them. Not necessarily. You don't have to do 30 minutes for each one. You got to do a total of 30 minutes to unlock all the features. Now, I was telling people at first to Just do 10 minutes for each of them, just so that you can get acclimated. Play around with the features, play around with the effects, like the crown here. Just learn different things that are here. And each time you went live, you got an additional thing that you unlock, like maybe co-host and guest, or pinning people, or having the wish box. Those are things that you unlock as you go live. So you don't get all features up front. So I tell people, like, just break it up that way. I still say that. However, when they rolled out the scale live rewards, I kind of say, you know what? You do need to think about monetization. Just maybe not in those first lives, but it just depends on how many people come to your live. So if you have people coming to your live, they've done the daily heart me, they've gifted you some gifts, I would tell you try to go live at least 25 minutes. If that was your situation, where you came in and you were not talking to yourself and it was not crickets and you got some gifts and you had your community show up, I would say then you want to make sure you get the higher percentage of those rewards, because TikTok takes their percentage, you get your percentage. So in that particular situation, it then comes a different strategy, in my opinion. Now, you might still say, Dr. Lisa, I don't care about whatever diamonds and rewards TikTok gave me. I'm done with this live. I'm gonna end it. Okay. You might be that person, but I would say pause, swipe the screen to the right, or hit that little house in the top corner so you can see your real time analytics, your real time performance, and it tells you how long you've been live. Okay. And it tells you in the top right corner how many minutes you've gone live. And then it tells you how many people have come in on live, how many new followers you've gotten, how many rewards you've gotten, and how many diamonds you've gotten, and how much anticipated money you've earned for that live. All that is on that screen. Okay. So I would tell you to look at that screen before you end your live. That's for anybody in the room. Always look at your analytics before you hit the go. I'm done. But okay. And if you can see that while still live, yes, yeah, I just swiped it, yeah. So if you swipe to the left, like I'm hitting pointing to the left, that means I don't know if it's reverse for you all, but I'm pointing to my left. If I take my finger and swipe, I can see. I'm looking at really real time analytics. I've gone live an hour and 37 minutes according to TikTok. Okay, so all that is still there, and according to TikTok, TikTok's been being mean to me lately, but I've gained 6 new followers. So there's analytics, diamonds, rewards, all that's there. How many people have kind of come through the live during this live session? All that data is there. Now, here's where, and then if you don't want to swipe, there's a little house with an arrow that points to the left. I'm sorry, to the right. Click that house. Okay. So Miss Darlene, I wanted you to know that, because I know you said, how do I look at my time? How long I've been on the live? There's a house in the corner, or you swipe. In the top right corner is your time. Okay. So that tells you, it's a countdown, a timer that tells you how long you've been going live. Okay. That's good. Yeah. Can you show what we should be looking at on the screen when we go live? Can you show what we should be looking at on the screen when we go live? Some sugar. What you mean, friend? What you should be looking at? Can I show what you should be looking at? How you doing, Goldilocks? Thank you so much, friend. I don't understand. So my screen and your screen are very, very similar. Okay? Like your screen that you're looking at me right now, almost identical. There's a few things that are different. The bottom banner is a little bit specialized for live host. But beyond that, for the most part, you're seeing what I see. What's your screen look like when you live? Can we see? There's no way I can show it. Um, that there's a power button right above to cut off the live. Right below it is that little house I'm talking about, the analytics. Yeah, right below it is the analytics. There's no way I can show it. I'm trying to think of a way I can show you what I'm seeing, but there's no way I can show it. But our screens look the same. I'm trying to think. Yeah, there's no way, unless I went into my other live on my tablet. There's no way I could show it. I don't think I'm be able to do that. Okay. Yeah. So, Yeah, the screens look seriously. The screens are very similar. There's a few features down here that are unique for the live host. So host, a guest. I have a shopping cart. I have my service box showing. I have my share that's showing. Thank you so much for the galaxy, friend. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Um, and I have enhanced, there's like a little magic wand symbol that lets me go into my sound effects when I do my heart effects or this effect here. That's there. And then there's a dots with three lines. And so this banner is a little bit different at the bottom than your banner. Um, so that's probably the primary difference, to be honest with you. You're welcome. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. You're so sweet. Appreciate your friend. That's what I do. I'm here for you all. Okay. Yeah, so I don't want you guys to think like, oh my gosh, it's going to look totally different. Where's the analytics on how to pin someone, how to mute someone? Well, pinning someone means that you press the person's comment. So when I touch the words, not your name, not your photo, some sugar, I'm going to touch your words. When I touch your words, a screen pops up and it says pin this comment. I just pinned you. Now, if you were saying something rude, inappropriate, trolling the room, I could have done the same thing. I touch your words, screen pops up. I could have scrolled down and click mute and then block. So right under pin comment, just scroll a little bit further. You ain't looking. It's like three things down. You can click mute and block the person out the room. Okay. So that's how you do that. Um, how do you mute someone or pin someone? Yeah, by touching the words. So yeah, touch the words. Touch the words that the person wrote. How do you mute someone or pin someone? You're literally touching the words. Yep. Same way as you reply. Same way as you reply. Yep. That's it. Yep. Same way. That's fair to say. Yep. It says reply. It says mute, block. Um, yep. So yeah, all that's there for you. Um, yeah. So yeah, you can use those features. You can't pin comments. Thank you for the gems. You're welcome, friend. You can't pin comments in your first live, your very first one. I think it comes as an option on your third live. You don't get it immediately. So I just want to say that because I think people have noticed that. And I think it actually gives you an error message where if you try to pin it, it'll say you unlock this after doing three lives. If you're a viewer, can you mute for the live host? Stacy P, you would have to be a moderator. So I would have to click your name. If I clicked your let's see. Oh, I said invite. Don't answer that. I pressed the wrong thing. Okay, it's so I clicked the wrong thing. There's the little people thing, but no. When I click your name, there is. I was like, I know it's here. When I click your name, in the top corner of your name, you laugh at me. In the top corner of your name is three dots for me. Those three dots have options for me. Let me show it to you. Moderator, making you a moderator is one of them. It says I can mark you as a viewer for comments, and so it just gives a little bit more interaction. Um, I can add you as a moderator. I can mute your account. I can report your account, and I can block your account. So all those things are there. Um, and so yeah, so all that is there. So I can make you a moderator by clicking that. He said, I've gone live successfully every day since Monday, scheduled lives. Look at you, friend, happy. Love it, love it, friend. That is awesome. So, yeah, all that is there for you all. So, don't feel like you can't do this, friend. So, no. So only moderators can do that level of interaction for the live host. Okay, so only moderators can do that in terms of muting comments and getting people out the room. So that person has to become someone that the live host um, is has granted that privilege to. Yeah, and working with them. Yes, my best room, and I was my most authentic self. People loved it. Look at you. That's practice. Practice makes progress, friend. Happy how long have so I know you had taken some time off. You had come back. You said you did this week. So I think you've done in total what you've done, maybe about 20, 25 lives. I don't know if you've done a equivalent of 30 yet. Have you done a month yet? I think you might be hitting that soon. But she started on again, off again. She hadn't gone pretty, this is like the most consistent she's been in a while. Thank you so much for sharing that. How you doing, Eugene? V and K, thank you so much for the shares. I went live each day last week and this week. Look at you. Oh my gosh. Hey, Dr. K, that's right. I, you changed your name a little bit, building portfolios with Dr. K. Dr. K, that's right. How you doing, Eugene? Hello. Awesome. Congratulations, friend. You was under a different name at first and you were torn about should you use the doctor and stuff. So that's awesome. I love it. I love it. And I see no, no, it was accident. No, y'all. No, no. No, that was accident. No. No. I didn't change it on purpose. I can change it back on Saturday. So I've been living with this for the last what is this, 5 days now, maybe almost six. Um, so what had happened what had happened, I don't want y'all to do this, so y'all, I'm going to tell y'all what I did. I'm still playing around with names. Okay, I don't want y'all to do what I did. I don't want y'all to mess up like I did. So what had happened was is that my okay, so here's the backstory. When I left Gravitas Q, so GQ I was with, I left the agency. I had realized, hello friends, how you doing? I had realized that my name, my username here was different from my Instagram and my YouTube name, the handler name, the username. That so it was here, it was Lisa.Crump, which is my name. I wanted it to be at Launch Your Income because the other two accounts had that. I never changed it because um, I couldn't find your name and couldn't find you. Really? Oh Lord. See, I didn't want to hear that. Oh my gosh. So yes. So all right, that's probably part of it too, huh? Um, so I didn't have the uniform name across the platform, so I wanted to change it, but I hadn't because I was with the agency. I was like, okay, they have it under this name, so I'm gonna leave it alone. So when I left the agency, I was sitting up, and this is where you shouldn't do things too late at night. I was sitting up. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I was gonna change the name, so I changed it last Friday, the username, and didn't realize that it would change my nickname, which was Dr. Lisa Launch Your Income. It would change my nickname too. And so it defaulted. So when I click save, it defaulted both names to the username. You see, it's not even capitalized, it's just one word. It just defaulted to the username. So you got to wait 7 days before you can change your nickname. So my seventh day will be Saturday. I can change it on Saturday. But so with that being said, don't do what I do. If you ever change your username for whatever reason you want to change it, make sure you pause and also change your nickname. That's what I did not do. I didn't realize that it was going to change the nickname actually. So yeah, I love an agency last night, um, and can't be happier. Say that again. Said I loved an agency last night and can't be happier. Did you said you left? Let me know. Let me know what you mean. You meant left or loved? Let me know what you meant. Oh, you joined. You joined. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I have to search differently. Yes. Yeah. That's true. I was wondering about that. Interesting. Yeah. That's what happened. I have to leave for a Teams meeting. Thank you so much. We'll be back if you're still on. Thanks for all the advice. You're welcome, friend. That's what I'm here for. Oh, okay. Yes. 7 days. Yes. I'm trying to find Dr. Lisa and your selling page comes up. You're trying to find Dr. Lisa and my shop page comes up. Interesting. Thank you. Oh, well, see, that's good to know. See, and so I'm going to change back. I'll change back. Thank you for that, JoJo. I did the same thing. Oh, okay. Where is the nickname? Your nickname is Bountiful. Okay, so you're similar to me. Oh, well, you have 2024 in your name. So Your nickname is the name that you see here in the live. That's the nickname. Okay. So if you ever want to change your nickname, you can change it every 7 days. Um, so that way you can change it. Yeah. Yeah. Um, yeah, your nickname is the name you see here. So on your profile, it's the name that's above your name. It's the one without the at symbol in front of it. The username is the one with the at symbol. And thank you so much, Title Gifted Some Sugar. That username you can use. The username you can change every 30 days. And it really is the unique identifier for your profile. Yeah. So, yeah. You said, my hand hearts aren't working with the filter on. I know mine aren't either. You said your hand hearts. I know, and I keep doing it. I'm used to doing the hand heart symbol now, and I miss my hand heart. So we should go. So that again. So we should go a minimum of 2 to 3 times a week live. Yes, more like 4 to 5 if you really want to see some growth. Yes. Should I switch to my name or keep Bountiful Healing? Um, I like Bountiful Healing. You got to change your profile. I mean, your bio. Change your bio so that it matches. And then I would capitalize the bounty, put a space, healing, and take out the 2024. Why did you have 2024? Sad about the hand hearts. I know I'm sad about it too. I'm so used to going hand hearts. Bountiful Healing is good. Yep. So yeah, like do like what Nika did. Nika separated it. I think I would put it that way. Bountiful Healing. Mm-hmm. Just separate it. Make a 2 words. Yeah. Gina, how you doing, friend? My friend, Bill Portfolio, Dr. K. Who did you end up going with? What agency? Because I'm actually doing a list of agencies now to see who I want to go with. You guys know I am going to apply to become an agent. However, TikTok makes decisions. I don't make decisions. It will be put out there in the universe. We'll see what happens. But if I don't become one, I am sincerely looking for an agency to go to. So I always like to see where people land. Oh, she started one too. Okay, that's where you went. You went there. I'm assuming is that who you went with? She's amazing. She is. She is absolutely amazing. So yeah, so that's what I should look into if I don't decide. I'll see. Hello, friends. Yes, yes. She is. She's a good egg. I like the way she operates. Yes. Hi, how you doing, Natalie? I mean Nathan, I'm sorry. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you, friend. Yeah, so she's good. So she started one. So yes. Yeah, she is a good egg. I like her. I like her. Um, so yeah, I should look into that. I'm gonna look into it. She's generally a good person. She is. She is. Um, I like her approach. I like everything about her. Yeah, yeah. So so I'm in the process of doing some research. I think I got all my questions answered. Link in her profile. Okay, I'll take a look at it. That's good to know. Thank you for that. I'll take a look at it, and then I will know. Ideally, I will know. Hopefully, by this time next week, if all is well, if I'm going to move forward or not. So, I always say, you put stuff out in the universe and you see what happens. That's it. Put stuff out in the universe. You see what happens, and see where that takes you. Yeah, absolutely. Hello, how you doing, QFAT? Thank you so much. Right, that's it. That's all you could do. That's all you could do. Put it out there and see what happens. And you want to just make sure good philosophy. That's it. That's it. Cluck around and find out. Lord, how you doing, friend? How are you? I love the name. That made me laugh. Thank you so much for that. It's me, Miss Miss TTV. Thank you so much for being here. You guys are funny with y'all names. Oh, love it, love it. Decent. Just got back into my account today. Hey, how am I doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Wait a minute. What happened to your account? They didn't like the name. What happened? What happened to your account, friend? I love it. Oh, you said cluck around and find out. What happened to the name? I mean, what happened to the account? Did you get in trouble? Are you going live? Let me know that. Are you going live too? Anybody new in the room? I know a few of you got popped in. I usually talk about to my new people just so that you know what how to engage too. They just blocked me from posting, no reason given. Maybe the 1.5 million views for chicken laying. Oh, okay. Yeah. So TikTok pays out on Wednesdays, and when does the new week start on TikTok? TikTok pays out on Wednesdays for your live and the diamonds and rewards you collect. You don't get paid out on Wednesdays for your monthly subscriptions or any of the I'm trying to think, or any of the uh, what do you call it? The money you get from TikTok Shop. So those are monthly payouts. So just know it's just the rewards that you're getting paid out for. The new week start for payouts on every Wednesday. The new week for TikTok starts on Mondays. So the week ends Sunday at midnight. So that's how it works. He said, Slove, is that it? S Love? Is that it? S Love? I think that's it. Hello, friend. How are you? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you joining the live. Um, Thank you for you have your bio, lifestyle changes, self improvement, journey to better health. Love that. Thank you for being here. You don't have a blue box or orange box, so we can talk about that just to make sure you are actively engaging, friend. People were grossed out. Oh, okay, thank you for your info lives. You rock. Appreciate your friend. Okay, thank you. You appreciate you. Thank you so much, friends. So, really quickly, engagement. For my people who don't have blue boxes and cluck around, your box is grayed out. Both of your daily heart me, your level 12 is grayed out. You are an engager. So we know you engage, you come in, you're liking a live, you're doing the things. So my people who are new, I always share that you want to make sure you are engaging and getting the full experience out of a live. You'll see people who are liking a live. That's where we almost have 50K. So if you're liking a live, that's part of the taps on the screen. TikTok sees that, they'll push more people into the room. If you are sharing the live out, that also helps. We have 304 shares that have happened. Thank you so much for the daily to heart me, Dee Dee. And then you have people who are commenting. So you want to comment, good morning, how you doing? That's what I call free support to the live. You don't have to have coins in your account. You just are engaging. Okay. Thank you so much. I'm swiped back. I swiped back away. Okay, you swiped out and came back. Appreciate y'all for sharing the live. Thank you so much. Um, and so all that is support. Thank you. I'm new here. How you doing, Jan? Thank you so much for joining. Oh gosh, you have a whole community, friend. Leveled up to 7. Good job. Look at you. So are you going live? Let me know if you're going live yet, friend. I always talk to my people about going live. In S Love, are you going live yet? Let me know if you're going live. So I want to make sure you guys understand how to properly engage. So as you are building your community, um, you want to make sure you're educating your viewers on how to engage in your life. So that's kind of why I asked that question too, because you want people not yet new to all of this. You said I'm new to all of it. Well, you're not that new. You got 1,981 followers, friend. You almost 2,000. So no, you are good. You've been in these streets for a little bit. So you know a little bit of something. Yes, going live. There we go. Um, and so as you are engaging in live, you want to tap the screen, share the live out, comment. I've tried a few times and no one shows up. Keep going live, friend. Keep going live. Let me say this though, because you both have a follower base, I will say this. It's probably that you need to promote your live. So I'm going to say that promote your live is going to be important in terms of how you schedule a live event, how you post and add that live event, how you put that live event into your story, that I'm posting your story, how you use the note thought section to make sure people know you're going live. All of that is part of how you promote your live. So you want to be active or promoting it. 17,000 followers, you should be able to get a good 2 to 3 in the room, friends. So let's let's promote the live. Those are things that you want to actively do. Give me 1 second. How do you get one? Ha ha ha. How do you get one of what? Let's see. I tried a few times, no one showed up. So do I need an agency? New to this. Do you need an agency? So do you need an agency? Do you need an agency? Do you need an agency? Um, Here's what I will say. And oh my God, I missed your laugh. Oh, look at you. How you doing, friend? Thank you so much. Heaven's love. Appreciate you. How do you get one? That's a part one and two question. Let me explain. Telling the truth on products got me a few followers. Okay, there we go. When you want to go live and tell the truth on products. That's what you're gonna do. I am new to going live also. I got 3 to 4 people, but I keep going. There we go. That's it. Okay, so agencies real quick. So here's my take on agencies. Do you need an agency? Um, I will say you don't know what you don't know. And I will say agencies, especially in the beginning of going live, as you're a new live host, you're growing, you're building your community, you're understanding TikTok and all the things that are here. An agency is helpful because ideally they should be educating you, giving you training, giving you guidance, motivating you to keep going and being consistent, as well as supporting your monetization and growth strategy. Okay? So that's what an agency should be doing. Um, and it should be aligned with what your um, values are. What do you value? What do you want to do? How do you want to engage in this app? It should be an alignment there. So they should hopefully help you grow. Okay, grow in your ability to be a successful live host and be, have community, have people coming in your room and engaging with you and give you tips and strategies on how to improve, and then ultimately giving you tips and strategies on how to make more money as you grow. Okay, that monetization piece needs to be also embedded in the strategy. So agencies do that. Do you need one? If you don't feel like you need one because you could do all that by yourself, then you don't need an agency. However, I will say as a new person, you don't know what you don't know. So I would say you probably do need an agency. You just need to now pick the right agency. How do you get an agency? Laugh out loud. I'm only 5K ish stuck there. So how do you find one, find out and apply? So, okay, so a couple different ways. I told you, I have a post I did about this. I say do your research and pick an agency that is right for you. Okay. So when it comes to identifying an agency, um, ask questions about who's with them, go to those live host rooms and ask, maybe little, if you can DM them or ask them like, are you familiar with XYZ agency? I'm curious about maybe joining. Most cases, most agency very good. Yeah, most agency that part. Yeah, most agencies are going to reach out to you though. You'll have a few that will, as you go live and go live regularly, they're going to check for you and see if you're available if you're not already signed with someone, and then they will send you a message to connect with them, and they'll send you a DM and ask you, do you know about the Creator Network program? But what I would say to you is make sure you ask them. Thank you so much, friend. Make sure you ask them, like, okay, what do you offer? What are some of the benefits? He said, I want to be an agent. Okay, there you go, friend. And after what I've seen and posted about this morning, people losing accounts for no reason I've seen. Um, Agencies usually say they can mitigate that with TikTok too. So they usually should have the ear of TikTok so that they can advocate on your behalf, depending on what you're doing. Ask what they offer. Yes, that's it. You got to ask them what they offer. Yep. I love promoting people. There we go. So yeah, heaven's love, really when it comes down to it, you well, from what I've seen in the application, TikTok does ask the question about if you're an agent, are you going live? Do you have experience live streaming? Do you have experience being a live host? So that is part of one of the questions that's asked. So I would say if you are going to do it, just know that if you did it through the Creator Network program, that question is going to go be a question. And I don't think you've gone live yet. Have you gone live, friend? Having an agency will help you with keeping your account with videos and what I should and shouldn't do. Some agencies won't help you until you earn enough diamonds. That is true, Could that be happening because evil people report your page for no reason? You I've heard people say that. I think Sassy was in here and she said that I think she's gotten some reports. Or was that Lady Exclusive? I think it was Lady Exclusive actually. I get these messages. I just figured it was spam. I guess I should start clicking some of that. Yes, you need to click it. If you're going live, they're reaching out to you. So S Love, let me say this. Agencies should have the ear of TikTok. And if they are a good agency, I'm just going to tell you this right now. They should be training and educating you on what type of things you want to not do and avoid doing as you go live. Okay? So some of that part should be part of the training that you get so that hopefully you don't have you don't fall into a pitfall of doing something that an agency should have should have given you some guidance on. Gotcha. Yep. So that's part of it. The other thing is violations is one thing, getting banned is another. Okay. So getting banned, whether it's a temporary ban or a permanent ban, is something else. So again, if you're doing things that are totally against the community guidelines, agencies should be educating you on here's stuff you cannot do. Like driving your car and going live. You cannot do that. Okay? I would say avoid drinking. If you're gonna have something to drink, come off screen, get you some water, do whatever you're gonna do, but don't do it in screen. Okay? So those type of things you want to be mindful of when it comes to your content creation. Again, be mindful of what you're doing and what you're showcasing. TikTok has been really strict lately about, your attire and making sure it's not too provocative. It's also being very strict about um, the type of music you're getting notifications about the music and making sure it's not they'll mute your video or give you a violation if it's not within the community guidelines and stuff. And so like copyrighted music and stuff. So just be mindful of what you're doing. The lighting has become an issue with the what is the strobe lighting type effects. Kids being on TikTok, yeah, you gotta be careful about minors is a problem. I would avoid it at all costs. Like I know a couple of videos I've had, like my son in the video and stuff like that, and I usually try to show myself or show an adult or something. But I will say all the videos that I have him in are videos that do not perform well, and that's just across the board. Any video that he is in, for whatever reason, TikTok is like, I do not get good views on them, or does not get pushed out the way the other videos do. So just kind of keep that type of stuff in mind. Um, that I would avoid, especially in your live stream. I would not. Sometimes you guys hear his little squeaky voice because he'll come in, but I do not try to show him in the camera. Same with my daughter. Yeah. So like when you have her in the videos, yeah, it doesn't do well. Yeah. It's something about that TikTok is like, no, no, there's a minor in the film. Your headband is for the community fest competition. The crown. The crown is. It is. Yeah. So you got to turn this effect on. I started my live by talking about the community fest. You got to turn this particular effect on um, to get credit for going live. So that's something you can go live multiple get daily. You can get points for going live, but you got to make sure you turn this effect on to get the credit for it. Yeah. Let me know if there's other questions about Community Fest. I did start the live off talking about Community Fest, so and I'll probably go live for maybe another 10 or 15 minutes, only because it's almost 12:30. Um, okay, need to know that too. Yes, yes. So if you have little ones, I would avoid showing them too often. Only because the other thing is if your page, this is the grown folks side of TikTok. There we go, friend. I love that. Please tell me more about the community fest. Okay, awesome. Give me 1 second. Let me just finish the thought. The only thing I would say about kids in content too, when it comes to your page, if your niche is not centered around topics surrounding family and stay-at-home mom or any of those type of topics, youth, kids, something along those lines, um, that's probably also why it's not getting the same level of views because TikTok is not pushing your page out if your page is focused on other content, other topics. So just kind of keep that in perspective too, where people who have kids in their videos, they probably are doing okay because that is in their niche. And so that's what people are looking for from their content. Okay. Thank you so much. I heard we cannot say TikTok during our lives. Is that true? I heard we must say TT or not TikTok. Um, I have not heard that you can't say it. I try not to overuse it too much. It's funny you say that. So I try not to say. I'll say TT. I'll say YT. I'll say IG, FB. I'll say the initials just so that it's not overused. Used, but but yeah, it is problematic if people are like saying it and saying disparaging comments or politicizing it, and so you just kind of keep that in mind too. What are your talk about a friend? I like her to check your. Oh, thank you so much. You said what is my TikTok live times? Um, if you go to my profile here, click here. Um, my mini profile pops up. Click my photo again. It'll take you to my main profile. There's a bell in the corner, and you can click notifications when I post and go live. It's also in my profile, so if your friend gets there to it, she'll see my live times. But I go live twice a day, daily, 10 a.m. Eastern and 4 p.m. Eastern. I go live. Yeah. And I'm doing on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I have my TikTok shop page where I go live over there. Um, and I am doing tonight at 8:30, and that's Dr. Lisa Shops. So that's my other page. And I'm supposed to be starting supplements today, y'all. I was doing beginner tech products. Today is the day I'm gonna do supplements. Y'all just stay with me. Stay with me. I'm learning all the things about supplements because you gotta be careful about what you say and don't say and can say and can't say. So yes. So your girl may get a few violations, but it's okay, y'all. It's okay. Also, your YouTube channel time. Oh, same time. I co-stream. Same name. It's not this name. It's this handler is the same handler. At Dr. Lisa. I'm sorry, at Launch Your Income, but the name is Dr. Lisa Launch Your Income. So it is the same time because I co-stream. Because right now, Stacy. Thank you, look. Thank you, Stacy. You got me a chance to promote my live because I had done it. I co-stream over here on the YT. So I want to make sure you guys come over here as well so that you can follow me over there. If you haven't done so already, I would so appreciate you. He said, I admire your commitment and consistency. There we go, friend. That's it. Commitment and consistency. You said love supplements. I love that. You said supplements. I thought herbs and vitamins. That's what I was talking about. Yeah. What you thought I was talking about? What you talking? Wait a minute. What you talking? I'm talking about like brands like Goldie, those type of yeah. I hope I didn't get myself in trouble. Okay, I missed that. All right. I was like, Lord, did I say something wrong? TikTok be like, no, you said supplements. Now you in trouble. But no, but yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Those type of products. Yeah. Yes, that's those type of products, not anything else. TikTok. Want to hear something funny? I'm thinking about my BFF when it comes to going live. What? What you mean? What you said? I'm thinking about my BF when it comes to going live. What you mean? She's nervous. She's shy. What? What happened, Stacey B? Appreciate your friend, and not even thinking about going live. I'm scared. Wait a minute. That is funny. You wrong for that. You said, "Oh, I could see her going live. She would be great at it." But you ain't even thinking about yourself. Yes, you can go live too, friend. You got this. You got it. She has a YouTube channel. Okay. Yeah, yeah, she could do it. She could. Because all I do is co-stream. Yeah. So I just do both platforms. But yeah, definitely she should do it and you should too. Both of y'all. Do it together. Do a podcast. um, what was I about to say? So, Community Fest. Community Fest. Yes. Community Fest, he simply spins the supplements in circles to avoid violations. Who? I missed the beginning part. I have a turntable, and let's be real. I may be doing the turntable today too, and just put the little things on there so y'all can see it and see all the features. So yes, I may be doing exactly that. Yes, um, I do live. Farm vid, so I need a neck phone. Oh yeah. Yeah, look. I don't promote that one. But I know some people who do. There are some people who do. Kai making a lot of money. Is he? Do it. I think I will. That may be the way I showcase the products. I'll probably have them on the table and kind of the way I have my I'll have them on the table where you could see them, and then I'll have the turntable where I can put them on there. So that's probably what I'll do. I have to kind of play around with my setup, but yeah, I probably will. He doesn't talk about the samples to avoid saying the wrong thing. Oh, he don't even talk. He's just showing the products. And what is he doing? You just see his hand just pointing like, "Hey, get these. These are what you want. Here, right here." Is that what he's doing? What is he doing? He ain't saying nothing. That's it. Yes, that's it. Um, yeah, I may need you may need to message me what his name is because I need to go look and see because that may be me come tomorrow. I may do it one way today, but tomorrow I may be doing it his way. Okay. Now that sounds safe. No, I know. He says, yeah, that, I mean, seriously, I may not do that today, but tomorrow, me and him might be besties. I mean, like, look here, taking a page from his book. Oh, that's me now. I know. Because TikTok is, yeah, they do the most. I gotta remember his name. Like, she showed us. Okay, gotcha. She showed you. Okay, right, right. I need to look because that right there, he says look. It's Doctor the DrLisashops. Yep, you gotta put the Dr in front of it. Ripping off all the pages. Hey, hey, TikTok. Yeah, they probably gonna take that rule away soon. He'll be like everybody doing it like this. Like hey, this is what you want. Hey, you're thinking about something. You look at this. Yeah, so we'll figure this out because I am not gonna sit there and keep getting the little notices from them. You said I wouldn't watch that. You said I wouldn't watch that. You wrong for that. Nika Grace, don't do me like that. Nika Grace said I wouldn't watch that. You wrong for that. They enjoy smacking our hands with my. I know. The little warning pops up. Um, Coach Miss Jessica, you haven't seen one yet, but it pops up in your live, in your in your live manager. It pops up on the screen. Yeah, it does pop up on the screen. So when you do, if you get a violation, it is very like whoa, it's there. I feel like sometimes they're worse than yes, yes. Oh, they're sneaky. Yeah, I've gotten two, and I'm like, oh, I did. And so obviously they're recording you. 60K, that's good. Thank you so much, friends. Yeah, obviously they're recording you, so they put the little clip of your recording, and I've appealed both of them and have not gotten my appeals accepted. On top of that, but they will be quick to slap you with one. So yeah, just be mindful when you get one, friend. Just a video on how they are violating on our videos, your videos. If you look at your videos, you'll see it um, at at the bo. Let me know at the bottom. Interesting. Okay. We do and say what the masses respond to, not what they will watch. Oh, interesting. I love that. I love that. Interesting. Probably had popped up about my eyelashes at bottom. Okay. You so funny. You said your lashes, you got in trouble. I always have to remind myself I am not selling to me. That's true. That's true. That is true. I love that. You're not selling to me. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna take a look at it. I'm definitely gonna take a look at it and see what he's doing. Honestly, I think I know who you're talking about. I just need to find out his name because I've seen him before. I've seen the turntable products and him talking or not talking, but just kind of pointing to the products and holding them up and letting them spin and stuff. So I've seen that video or I've seen that person promoting different products in it. So yeah, in his shoppable live. So I need to look him up. Hey, what's the heart at the top of your page? Okay, S Love, you really are new to this. Let me. You said, what's the heart? So it's the fan club heart here. This is a sticker. Here, the Daily Heart Me is how you get the fan club. How you get this is by clicking the Daily Heart Me. Now, S Love, I'll say this: you need coins on your account. Heart plus sign. Yep, that's it. That's the Daily Heart Me. So you need coins on your account to get the Daily Heart Me. That's what Granny D. She clicked that and she just got the Daily Heart Me. It pops up on the screen. So thank you so much, Granny D. Appreciate your friend. So yeah, she clicked that and she got the Daily Heart Me. And so you gotta have coins, scared to touch anything. Yeah, you gotta touch it. If you touch it, go ahead and touch it. It's gonna say you're not eligible for it. You have to have at least one coin. So click the gift box below. If you can get coins by clicking the bottom part, it says recharge coins. You gotta have coins to get the Daily Heart Me. You gotta have coins to send gifts. Anything in a gift box, you gotta have coins to send it. Coins, you go to either click in the gift box and you can go in the app to recharge. The bottom right corner allows you to do that. Or go to the website www.tiktok.com /coin, COIN. Log in there. Do I have coins? I'm going to assume you don't, because the reason why I don't think you do is because you don't have a blue box. And when you click your photo, right where you have your comment, where you said LOL, click your photo, your mini profile pops up, and the level you're at right now says level 0. So level 0. So if you click that level 0, just click the level 0, a blue screen is going to pop up. It's going to tell you how many points you got, and then there's a / symbol that says how many points you need to get to level 1. And then underneath there is the experience points, the engagement points that you need to level up, essentially, to get to level 1. So those points represent what you have and what you need. So essentially, TikTok is going to say, you said, oh, TikTok is going to say, oh, you need to send a gift. Well, in order to send a gift or do the Daily Heart Me, you have to have coins. So that means you go to the website I just gave, www.tiktok.com /coin, or you click the gift box, click that recharge. It takes you to the monetization page to add coins. I tell people if you get $10, $20 in coins, that's 1,000 or 2,000, you get enough coins to engage. The website gives you a discount, so they give you a little bit more coins for your money. Okay, so that's how you properly engage in a live, and that's how you really can start leveling up. So build portfolio. She just sent the perfume boxes, so she's gaining points. She's leveling up. She's a level 21 engager, so she's moving up. She's in these TikTok streets engaging. What I will tell you all is that really quickly, a couple things you need to know is that Community Fest. That's what I was going to tell you. Build portfolio. You asked the question about Community Fest. Community Fest is essentially a competition. If you are not in the competition, I would say get in it now. This is the time to do it. We're in the warm up phase. This is the get started phase, they call it. So you essentially can get points, and as you're getting points to participate in the regional phase, which is going to start on Saturday, the 21st. People in your live, they're going to be sending popular votes. They're going to be sending the Daily Heart Me, and then there's some vault gifts that you can send. Essentially, you're trying to make sure you can move up to global. What TikTok has done with the Community Fest, though, is that it is really for the community. So it's a way for you and your viewers to also get rewards. So you can get additional rewards, additional diamonds by participating. Okay? And there's votes that people will send. They're going to send the popular vote. Thank you, D's Custom. All that is part of it. Oh, Claire, look at you. Claire, how you doing, friend? That was your first time gift. And look at your friend. You became a fan club member. Thank you so much. Yes, I appreciate you being here. Thank you for that. So, S Love, that's gonna happen to you. You'll see first time gifter. Yes, thank you so much, friend. Um, Claire, is this social media? Is that it? It's supposed to be this. Social media. Appreciate you being here, friend. You said, Dr. Lisa, I've been listening. You had not said a word, friend. How are you? Thank you for joining the live. Appreciate you being here. And anybody else, thank you so much for being here as well. So Community Fest. Just know you can, as you go live, click the go live from the Community Fest button. You get points that way. Wear the crown. That's something you want to do. So wear the crown. If you click Community Fest, there's a question mark in the top corner on that page. Click that. It kind of gives a breakdown. I went to a webinar yesterday. They were talking about it. It's a whole thing. It's a lot of information. It's probably too much information. But my key takeaway was that, thank you, Nika. My key takeaway was that you can essentially build your community. You can grow. Um, and people can vote for you and stuff, and that viewers can also get rewards for their engagement as a viewer. So I want you to understand that that's another selling point, to let your viewers know that they can also monetize from that, from what they're sharing. And then ultimately what will happen is what's going to happen is that you all can move up to regionals, and I don't know what's coming on. Okay, some messages were coming in. You can move up to regional, and then you all can, as you move up to regionals, you all can go to global as well. Yeah, global after regionals, and essentially this just becomes a big party. There's bonus time that's involved. There's some other things that you got to be mindful about, how you are sending votes to the treasure box, and then the community are able to get those votes, and then they're able to use those votes to vote for you, and so there's a whole process. We're gonna figure this out as we go, because it's my first time doing Community Fest. But I want to make sure we're now engaging in this as well as you're going live. That was my hitting buttons on your page. That was me hitting buttons on your page. Where you were sharing out the live. Thank you so much, Nika Grace. You said hitting buttons on my page. Let me see. I don't see anything. Nika Grace hits. Oh, um, yeah, I don't see anything. You were hitting buttons. I missed it. Interesting. All right, friends. It's informative. Thank you. You're welcome. When does Community Fest start? It's actually starting now. It's actually starting now. We're in the warm up phase. So it went from June 15th to June 20th, so tomorrow. And then the 21st, we go into the regional phase. So that's really when the competition starts. About to private message. Okay, send me a message, friend, and I'll get it once I get off. Let me know. I'm going to message you about Community Fest. Okay, okay, perfect, perfect. Thank you so much. Appreciate you all being here. Thank you. Let me know if you need anything. Click the bell in my profile. Thank you so much, JMG. I'm about to head out soon, friend. How are you? Thank you for joining the live. I see you, friend. Appreciate you being here. Come back. Room is rooming. You said my room is rooming. It's trying to do something. I don't know if it's rooming the way it used to, but we just gonna go with it. You guys are here. I appreciate you all being here. And so I think there is definitely, sweetie, I took you guys with me into my sauna. This live is so informative. Oh, look at you. I got to run, but love your profile and live, and will be supporting and following. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, friends. That's what this is all about. We're going to continue to grow. We're going to continue to move forward. We're going to do our best to go live and do all the things to build our own communities. That's it. Thank you. You're so welcome, friends. I see you all coming in. All right. I appreciate you all. Thank you for the gifts. Coach Miss Jessie, how are you, friend? Thank you. Came in under your other account. Sounds like I came to a good live. Oh, you're so welcome. Yes. I'm here for you, friend. If you guys want to click my bell, if you click the profile at the top right corner, my mini profile will pop up. Click my photo again. It'll take you to my main page. There's a bell in the top corner. So click the bell of when I post and when I go live, okay? See you again soon, and keep the sharing and spreading love. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much. That's what I do. Thank you so much. Um, so let me know if you guys have any questions. Yeah, you guys know I've been kind of in the shadows. TikTok has shadowed me a little bit, but it feels like it's not as yes, see me at 4. Yes, I should have said that. I come back at 4. So 4 o'clock is my next live time. So I'll be back at 4, making some work done, and get ready for this live at 8:30 tonight, y'all. Oh Lord. So we'll see how that goes. Try changing your live goal before. Okay, let's see. You told me to do that before, didn't you? Okay, let's edit. Okay, I did. Bye bye. Thank you so much. I need supplements. All right, I got you, friend. It worked. It did. It did. Thank you so much. All right, friends. I will see you all later. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you later. My phone, it says it's overheating. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm gonna continue to do that before I leave. Thanks for sharing that nugget. Love that. All right. See you guys later. Take care. Bye bye. Bye bye, YouTube friends. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you like the live and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I will be back at 4 p.m. Eastern. Go into my profile and you can also get to my stand store if you need any support. Take care, friends. Goodbye.